Hello, GCUB Live, Mortal Kombat. What else?
Spicy pizza.
Spicy pizza.
GTA 5.
I don't even want to talk about that. GTA 5 on PC. Battlefront on everything.
Yes. We got Batman Superman trailer.
Yo, that was actually.
And,
was really sick.
And the trailer for freaking Star Wars.
And the Star Wars trailer.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to formulate complete sentences when we start talking about the Star Wars trailer. But to kind of keep the mojo going for a second, let's talk about what we were just talking about a second ago, off stream.
Oh man, I'm like Jesus over here. The glow coming off my shirt.
From Jesus to Mortal Kombat. We were talking more or less lore stuff, though. Mortal Kombat, who played it?
I did. You played it too?
About an hour of it.
Wait, we've all played it except you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I played too much of that.
We have a full couch, more than usual, actually.
Well, my feet take up a person's spot.
Roll call.
Bob.
Bob.
Billy.
You guys may know
Lockdown,
him as Captain
aka
Picard
Potato Man.
sometimes.
Yes, I am Captain Picard. I'm one of the moderators
Captain
for the
Picard,
stream.
Yep. I am Mark, you know me, and where's God?
God?
Oh,
Where's
hold
the
on.
voice of God?
Hold on.
Come on, God! Where is he? I knew it was right.
There he is.
Oh.
There he is.
Joe
Voice of
himself.
Joe, yo.
I love like how God has beats.
Not even the gold beats either.
I know.
God can't spring for the 24 karat gold beats.
God's a sheep.
Oh god.
You play Mortal Kombat, Joe?
Joe?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's pretty awesome.
We'll go around the room.
It's pretty awesome.
Everybody will get a turn.
As far as like
Fucking
fighters go, as far as
ridiculous.
Mortal Kombat games go, I'd say for sure it's definitely the best one they've made so
Right.
far. And that's just
Mortal Kombat versus DC. That was a great game. Phenomenal.
It's trash. Garbage.
What about Mortal Kombat versus Shonen Jump?
Oh my gosh.
That should be made. Goku versus Sword.
We know how that'll end.
Goku would win
Instant
that.
transmissions everywhere.
Lewis, what do you think of this game?
I beg to differ with Joe. I actually thought it wasn't better
It's gonna be
than the
great.
predecessors.
Than
I like I like 9 actually better than 10 because I'm actually a fan of Kung Lao and he was absolutely insane in 9. And he's still insane in this game, but he's not quite what he was. And I feel like this game plays at a much not a lot slower, but a little bit slower. It feels like the fighting. And it takes place. It feels like everything's a lot darker and gloomy. All the stages, all the
20
characters
years
are way.
later, I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the
into
game
a
now.
desolate future where
I'm not a huge fan of it,
rejects from a
but
Mortal Kombat tournament run the world.
A desolate
Yeah.
future that is not the same future that we grew up with.
yeah.
You played Mortal Kombat.
Well, I played this one for about an hour. I actually played his copy.
Okay.
I am not a fighting game fan.
Right.
Never have been. Because I've never been good
Yeah.
at it, and I hate losing. So
Yeah.
I don't tend to play
Oh, yeah,
games
no,
I
no,
lose
no.
at.
I understand.
But Mortal Kombat X, I've been watching a ton of on streams, and it is bloody and gory, and I love it. I love the Bonebreaker X-ray,
Yep.
and I think it's Cassie Cage who does the
The
vagina
uppercut to the
uppercut.
testicles.
That is right. That is
The
right.
testicles explode.
That is my
Oh,
favorite
God.
More
part of
than
this
once
game
if
right
you
there.
fill up your meter a couple times.
They know how to sell them.
Yeah.
And I've been watching the campaign. I like the fact you can play different characters throughout the campaign, so you
Right.
get to try each and every character.
Yeah.
So I definitely enjoyed that aspect of it.
Oh, Kung Jin is definitely a really good character jabber.
Yep. Arrow Man, 66.
Yeah. Arrow Staff, Dragon, Fireman.
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you think?
The game's great.
Yeah.
The game is great. I mean, it's definitely less disjointed than the previous game.
Uh-huh.
Like, the last game was faster, had higher frames, but it was also, like, the movement was a little more disjointed. Like, there was a lot of missed frames. There was a lot of, like, slips. Like, when you punched a guy, there was a chance that the animation was kind of going to go...
Yeah, I was going to say the animations and
Yeah,
hitboxes were
yeah.
kind of fucked up in the last game.
But, I mean, it did play a lot faster, but at the same time, I mean, Mortal Kombat, like, Street Fighter was always the fighting franchise where you're, like, super unrealistic speed.
Right.
Mortal Kombat was always the still unrealistic, but more to feeling like a real fighter.
There was a lot of strategy in it, even though it was a lot slower.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, Mortal Kombat was like one of the original combo-driven
Right.
games once they got off the old quarter circle thing from the original.
Right. There was the welfare combos in 1 and 2, but then you could actually... Combos were like part of the game mechanic once 3
Yeah.
came in. I played it. I think it's pretty good.
Now, in regards to the combos, what about the easy fatalities? Do you think that takes away from the game at
Yeah,
all?
I mean,
But you
okay,
have to
okay.
use those coins to do it.
I'm a stubborn old
That's how
man,
you ran out of them, by the way.
and
Oh, okay.
part of like the allure of Mortal Kombat in the arcades, like back we had this fucking hole in the wall arcade in Rochester, New Hampshire that had an MK2 cabinet, and like part of that was like figuring it out on your own or like waiting for like Electronic Gaming Monthly to
Yeah.
show up, and it's like a double issue with the fatalities.
That was the
and,
best when they did the game code once a year. They did the
Right.
cheats and tricks version.
Exactly, it was like a huge issue, and then your friends are all there, and you got quarters up on the screen, and people have the big magazine in front of you, and like mom's next door shopping for knickknacks and stuff. Like those were the day. Like part of it was like the mystery. That was a big part. I think Mortal Kombat kind of transcends sort of fighting games in general, which is why I'm kind of glad to see like some more sound like fighting game mechanics come in to be like kind of like a viable tournament game. But it's like a pop culture mainstay at this point. It's been around since '91.
But I did hear a rumor that this was going to be their last official Mortal Kombat game.
Well, I mean everything
On
is
Mortal
the last
Kombat.
for a little while. I think there was a lot of room to grow. Well, as far as the narrative goes, we're probably some of the only people in the world that care about the narrative in the Mortal Kombat game.
There's not that many people that work on those games. Like, it's just a couple of guys, really.
Well, and the fun part is they've
The original
found a
was
way, with
5
the
dudes?
exception of like 2 games, to keep everything in the same canon and have an actual like non-disjointed universe for it.
Well, they kind of tossed everything out and did a retelling in MK9, which was on PS3, Xbox 360.
But they did it in a way where it's like they didn't really toss it out. They just had the Raiden having the crazy visions.
he
and-
sends a message back at the end of Armageddon, right?
Yes.
At the end of Armageddon, he sends a message back to his earlier self before the first tournament
Yeah.
to change history. And some things he's able to change, and some things, well, Scorpion still kills Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
You know, but like some cool stuff happened.
Cyber, yeah.
Cyber Sub-Zero and, you know, some other things like that. I think it was funny in this game. The big thing was with the time jump is that everyone has beards in the future.
Yeah, everybody's ancient.
Everyone's got
Those
like
were some
super
sweet
fucking
beards.
cut
Mortal
beards.
Kombat.
Kenshi's got a beard.
Those were some
Sub-Zero's
sweet
got a beard.
beards.
Human Scorpion, which I thought was pretty
Oh,
cool.
Hanzo's
Yeah,
awesome.
has a beard, by the way.
I was so glad that
Along
the
with
Hanzo
all of
skin
us,
was not
most of us.
unlockable. That it was just something you get.
It was just yeah.
What was the thing with people all over the world have to fight against the same boss?
Okay, all right. So what it
Yeah,
is
here we
is
go.
when you start up the game, you pick one of 5 different clans. that
You
you're gonna
didn't
be
pick
part of.
Lin Kuei. I'm
When
sorry.
you pick the clan, it's kind of like with Hearthstone, how they have seasons. Mortal Kombat has seasons now, and at the end of each, they call them wars. Whichever clan is the winning clan, every member of that clan gets a bonus. You'll get some in-game currency, skins, something, and then they'll pick some random members as well to get extra bonus prizes. And how they do it is when you're fighting online or doing anything in the game, you will get faction points, and the clan with the most faction points wins. But they also do faction ladders and faction wars, and they have a faction boss. And every day you have the faction boss who has like super armor, and everybody in the world can fight against this faction boss. And if you manage to take down the faction boss by the end of the day, you pretty much win because nobody can do it. But like,
Wow.
people were playing endlessly against Melina the other day until like 3 a.m. when it was finally over. They got her down to like this much health, and they still lost to her.
They failed.
So she carries her health from.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody in the world's attacking this same
'Cause you
boss,
barely-
and this boss
Shit.
just has
You
like this
have to-
ridiculous amount of
Is
life.
this all simultaneous?
Yes.
or-
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to survive. You have to survive 30 seconds to be considered winning, even though you still lose. But it takes a good portion of her health.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
really
was
cool.
intense.
That-
All day wasn't enough.
Wow.
But I'm proud to say I'm in Lin Kuei, and we're currently just dominating everybody.
Well,
And
seeing that
I
60% of the
believe today
characters
is
are
the
Lin
last day
Kuei.
of the current war, so I'm pretty sure I'll be coming home to a sweet bonus.
Joe, you gonna say something?
No, I was going to say what you already saw in the chat.
Yeah, that's one of my best friends from childhood right there, and also a fellow resident of the Dream Machine in Rochester, New Hampshire, who could back up my story of the MK2 cabinet.
I would also like to give
Welcome.
a shout out to Cuban Links in the chat. That's somebody that me and Billy know.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hi there.
Now I have a question. I've only played the game a little bit, but I've seen the stream. I have yet to see anybody playing Goro lose. Is he overpowered
No,
in this
not at
game?
all.
I mean, because everybody who plays Goro
Neil plays
tends
as
to
Goro,
win when I'm watching them
confirmed.
stream. I don't know if I'm a good luck charm or something, but Goro, when they play, they win.
I think that Goro's just so bad that when people go against him, they just concede and lose because they don't want to play.
Are
against
you
him.
watching? Are you watching like 1v1s? Are you watching people play the CPU?
I'm watching 1v1s.
Okay.
And a lot of people going through the campaigns.
Because the CPU is easily exploitable.
Yes.
So, I mean, Goro in general, like every move he does has ridiculous startup frames. Like even his little thing that you used to just spam his little through the roof thing.
Right.
Like he literally now has to crouch down, compress his entire
Balance
body,
him.
and then jump. I mean, you can just be like Johnny Cage throws a green ball, Goro gets destroyed.
Yeah, isn't he a slower character?
He's really slow.
So he
Now,
loses
I-
to
I
all the
will say
characters.
that Mortal Kombat is still the game of whoever throws the most uppercuts wins.
Whoopsie or toasty.
No, what was it? Was it Deadly Alliance that got rid of the uppercut?
They didn't get rid of it. They got rid of
It
the
was-
juggle.
Yeah, it was different. Like you couldn't just.
No, you
down.
can just endless uppercut anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I
Those
think
were
they
the days.
limited it too.
Uppercut. Uppercut.
See, but
Your whole life.
that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing fighting games.
Well, for a while,
It's
it
because
was
of
just
that.
literally you could uppercut them and they bounce them so far in the air, you could run over uppercut and just keep
Or
juggling
like jump
the
up,
uppercut.
kick them, come down, sweep, uppercut.
They,
like
they got
half
rid of it
your life.
altogether. Like once you do an uppercut, it is the end of any like combo chain.
Right.
Wow.
Which is that's good. You can string together some pretty ridiculous combos in this, both like baked into the game and out of the game. I was watching someone play the human variant of Liu Kang the other day, just for an hour, trying to figure out string together like homemade.
Oh yeah, the variants are cool too
Yeah.
as well.
I'm such a
3
sucker
variants.
for skins and shit. It's crazy I don't play like League and stuff like that because like I
If you did,
love.
you'd probably, like,
Lose all your
I just
money.
lose all my money and get
There's some really nice
divorced
skins in this game
and
too. Did you link your WB account?
no.
You should because you get the Tron and Raiden skin.
Wow.
Well, I got to do that.
It literally looks like he's straight out of Tron. It's great. They call it Future Raiden, but it's literally Tron.
Future Raiden. Is this heel Raiden when he turns heel at the end of the game?
You get that one too.
Spoiler alert, by the way, if anybody's gonna play that.
Yeah, you do get the Dark Raiden skin if you beat the game.
You do.
Yes.
Does it look like his from Deadly
Yes,
Alliance?
it is
It
exactly
does.
like his with the Quan
Really?
Chi amulet and everything.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Like he goes super heel at the end of the game too. Like he walks in
Yeah.
and he's just like, "You
A
guys are the
fate
new
worse
bosses
than
down
death."
here." Yeah, fuck you guys.
We're going full blown spoiler at this point. But
Yeah,
No.
who cares? The game's been out a week. If you haven't beat it by
Yeah.
now, you're a loser.
It's a short story mode. Yeah, it came out Tuesday.
Yeah. It's been
Monday
A
night.
gamer
it's good
week.
enough.
He dropped Chinook's head that's still alive.
yeah, exactly. Well, because he says there's
If
things
you
worse than
fuck with
death.
Earth, or
You know,
Earth
so
Realm,
Yeah.
since he can't die, I mean, he's pretty much just stuck there forever without a body. I mean, that's
a
worse
fate
than
worse
death.
than death.
That's worse than death.
Well,
That's
that was
horrible.
also a throwback to what Liu Kang had said to Kung Jin earlier.
Now,
the long con right there.
Now, downloadable content characters. I know Predator is one of them I'm taking. Jason Voorhees, which I'm most excited about because I'm a huge horror movie fan.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see him. But is there other characters that I have not heard of that are going to be released?
Confirmed Tanya, and I believe Sindel was the fourth.
How is Tanya not already in the game?
They have
there's like
you fight her in the story
there's
mode.
4 or 5 characters that are literally in the game, but they don't have
Rain.
the different. Hold on.
I'm freaking out.
They only have one basic skin and one basic moveset. They do
they're
not
not
have
done.
they don't have the 3 different character variations or any separate skins.
Like Rain,
So
Rain
it's-
has that
yeah.
telekinesis bullshit.
Well,
but
yeah, no, he has his basic moveset,
that's it.
You know how every character, when you select them, you had to select
Yeah.
one of 3 different.
it's like his
variations?
most recognizable stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they made the vanilla version of these 4 characters in the game. So obviously, they're in it. They just haven't made, or at least unlocked, the ability to use the rest of their content. I get the feeling they're going to do like they did with Injustice. They're going to do 2 season passes, probably a total of about 8 characters to add on. 5 or 6 of which are going to be already built into the game, and only 2 of them will be actual add-on to balance.
Pretty much everyone that was a human, like that died in MK9, has like some kind of cameo in the story mode. Stryker was there.
Yeah.
Nightwolf was there. There were revenants.
Yeah, that Nightwolf looked ridiculous.
That was pretty awesome.
Are they going to do any connection between this game and Injustice at all?
There was tell, and I know Ed Boon had originally said he was not going to.
Yeah.
But then later on, just like he did with Injustice, he said he was going to cross over Mortal Kombat, then he put in Scorpion. Later on, towards the end of the game's development, he did say that he was considering putting Batman in.
I was gonna say, where's the Batman DLC?
Now, Spawn,
Wow.
I think, is also rumored, correct? It hasn't
well,
been confirmed? Spawn.
What's going on with Spawn is, about 2 years ago, McFarlane went to the guys over at NetherRealm, and he was like, look, I'm going to give you guys for free the rights to use Spawn in anything you want to, but it's literally like a 3-year deal. For the next 3 years, you can use him as much as you want in your content for free because he wants to rebrand Spawn. He's already working on a new movie, a new animated series, all new comic book series. He's like really trying to bring Spawn back into the picture. So they have the ability to put Spawn in absolutely free if they want to.
Yeah.
He's really pushing them to, but they've yet to hear anything from NetherRealm.
That'd be
Why
really
not?
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't see one out of it's free.
The
Throw
only
him
thing I
in.
can think of is because Spawn was already crossed over into Soul Calibur before, and they
Dude,
made
yeah.
this.
It can't be more
it
perfect
was the
timing
Xbox
because
version.
we're
Nobody
all
bought that
starting
version.
to forget about Spawn.
Well,
And now
that's-
it's kind of like, hey guys,
well,
he's
that's
still
McFarlane's
around.
point, too.
Don't forget.
Like McFarlane is literally saying,
It's
"Hey,
true.
this character's kind of been on the shelf for long enough
Yeah,
that
here you
I
go.
can reboot him from where he previously was and actually like make him relevant, kind of like Marvel's doing with Daredevil."
And he's just
But
old
but
enough
Spawn
to
would
in.
fit, I think, perfectly in this Mortal Kombat game.
It makes sense. Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
everybody.
I think it would go fine.
Right.
But
And yes, the combat pack is their season pass.
Yeah.
now I'm a cheap person. Okay, I'm a cheapskate. Okay, I haven't bought the game yet. I'll play it at my brother's house. You know, when I go over there. Do you think it would be? In my opinion, I think I'm going to wait until they do like a complete pack.
It's gonna
where
happen.
you
It
can just
always
buy
does,
the
yeah.
game and get all the downloadable content.
Always.
But
does.
you're waiting 2 years for that.
I don't know about. I don't think 2 years.
You missed the hype
that's
train.
about how long it was
Well-
for Injustice.
You missed the hype train, but that's
you do miss the hype train. But I mean, $60, and then how much is it for each downloadable? If you don't buy the pack.
$30 per season pass.
It's not bad. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But-
if you get the season pass, you get discounts on all the skin packs.
But is it becoming too much? Are these games taking too much money away from us? I mean, I'm already dropping $60 for a game. I don't know if I want to pay another $30
Well,
just to
that's
get a
why it's
couple
an
more
optional
characters.
thing.
No, that's a good take, and I have something to talk about when we get to the Battlefront portion of this discussion with their free DLC that they're giving you a week after the game launches or 2 weeks after the game launches. Spoiler alert!
Here's my thing with like games and cost.
Oh boy,
Let's get the breakdown.
Yeah, these guys,
Break it down.
they're working for their paycheck too. So imagine the years that goes into making the game. The game hasn't sold anything. They're still hopefully making money off the last game they made, if they had a last game. So if they say, for instance, they haven't made the last game, say they're making their first game or their first big budget game, they're working on this game all this time. They're not getting paid while they're working, or they're getting paid probably very mediocrely. So now that the game launches and they're actually pulling in profit, now they're making money. So when that profit dies down, then what? Like they have to make something to kind of get on to the next project.
the
That's the way I look at DLC.
but there was this theory, and I subscribed to this theory for a long time, and I was trying to sell the damn stuff. That in between when a game goes
Game
gold
Shack.
and when it releases, there is a period of time where the dev team is still together and not doing anything, so they create new content. And I said, why is that a bad thing?
They can't hear you, Joe.
yeah, so
And I guess my biggest concern was it's not necessarily a bad thing that they're releasing new content. I think if I could have got more levels for GoldenEye on N64,
hey guys, let me know if this is a lot better.
words, things, stuff, and things.
Yo,
Everything
yo,
A to Z.
What's up with you, Vanilla Face?
You may have to switch over to the.
My favorite line in that. fucking-
What's up with it, Vanilla Face?
You may have to switch over to the HyperX.
You're looking for
the mic.
somewhere to park up black asses for the.
Well, I'm good to hear back. What it was I had it really low on the mixer.
Oh shit. Anyway, DLC. Like I said, it more levels for GoldenEye or more tracks from Mario Kart 64. It would have been the greatest thing back then. And now they actually start to do that, and they charge you for it, and everyone's getting pissy because it should have been part of the original package. If you're okay with delaying the game, great.
Well, here's my point on this. You've got so many people right now who are so pissed at the oversaturation of the market, where you've got franchises like Call of Duty cranking out a new game every single year. Every year you got a whole new game, whole new meta, more or less, for that game, whatever you want to call it. But you've got these games like Mortal Kombat, you get a release every 4 years, but you have this DLC that strings you along for at least another year. I would rather get strung along for a couple extra bucks for a year, keep one good solid game, and give them time to make the next game really good, rather than just have them pound out game after game after game,
Right.
and they either be clones of the last game completely, or have just not subpar release like
See, now-
Assassin's Creed.
See, now I can understand that because with Call of Duty,
This
you know,
this is great.
they don't necessarily need this much money because they've made so much money with all their games. Mortal Kombat, I can now understand after the conversation. I can now understand because they release games not as often.
Right.
But with Call of Duty, $60 for the game, $60 I think for the season pass. You're spending $120, knowing the very next year you're gonna have to drop another $120 for the next game.
Okay, so I've brought this up on stream before in past shows. How would you feel about a $99 Call of Duty that is your game for the next 4 years, and they regularly update it as if it was an MMO or a MOBA, and you pay a subscription or microtransactions or whatever?
I'll just throw out there's actually a game like that. It's $60. It's called GTA 5. You get all the content you want for the next 4 years. Unlike
You
Destiny,
have to buy
where
it
there's
3
already
times.
the content in there. And you just have
That's
to pay
true,
to
I bought it
unlock
twice.
it.
You get it on
Yeah.
the Xbox 360,
And they
the
give you
PS4,
all
and
the
the
DLCs
PC.
for free, and they're all amazing.
But what about all that free money they gave me for buying in all these places?
It's like, oh, I paid for it for $60, and I get all the stuff it's supposed to come with. Great.
How would you feel about that?
I'd have to convince myself to spend that kind of money up front.
Yeah.
Because $100 is still $100. You know, to me, $100 is still a good amount of money. That's groceries, gas.
of trade-in promotions.
Yeah, just visit your local Game Shack.
But if it's going to last that long, I can definitely see the benefits of it, and I can see myself doing that.
Well,
Huge risk, though.
I kind of convinced myself that's what
That is
Destiny
a
was
big
gonna
risk.
be. That it was going to be the upfront cost, and they were going to support that for years and years, and it was going to be great. I don't know anybody that still plays it. I've always had this idea with my friend Jeff. It was $100 for the game. You get all this shit, and then this was back when subscription game. This was about 2006. Subscription game $9.99 a month, and we'll give you a steady trickle of balancing and new maps and weapons. And by the end of it, you know, you have this huge, ginormous game. Yeah, there will be expansions and things like that. I mean, subscription model's kind of dead now, but I thought that would be a more attractive idea than buying a new Call of Duty every year.
No, but that goes to what Joe said. I mean, that's a big risk to drop $100 on a game, and you don't even know if it's going to be a good game.
The thing
Sure.
about games like that is whether or not they are successful for that time period is not dependent on the developers, it's dependent on the players. If people don't play the game and you dropped $100 in that game, you're fucked.
Yep.
Like, your money is gone. There's nothing, and the developers can't do anything about that. They can try to make their game better, but once they've lost an audience, it's really hard to get them back. So there's your $100, it's gone.
Shout out to my boy Alejandro02001, my dog.
You did a good job saying hello. Well, while we're engaging with the chat, I want to bring up that my friend Nick said that I was the shit at GoldenEye, and he's absolutely right. I was. For a very long period of time, I was extremely good at
This
GoldenEye.
sounds like we need to just break in an N64 and try this out.
Now, real
Challenge
quick,
yourself.
Why are
yeah.
you saying that about paying a monthly on H1Z1? As far as I know, and this is as long as I've been playing,
Dude, really?
there is no LSP fee.
now,
Yet.
here's the
It's
thing.
coming.
Though.
It's
here's
coming.
the thing. Here's what happened.
Are enough people playing that right now?
Well,
to
yeah.
warrant that?
Now, I believe it's in alpha or beta, but from what I've heard, they were actually going to start charging you like a $7 fee, I believe it was, per month to play the Battle Royale in H1Z1.
Yeah, because
And
the
it
Battle
got
Royale was
such
so
a
popular.
huge backlash after the first
They
day
were
of
like,
announcement. They just said, okay, we're sorry, we
Makes
completely
sense.
canceled it. Never mind.
This is why I kind of brought Call of Duty into this, because they kind of have the brand recognition and the I can't fucking look at Neil right now. They have the
advertising some Overwatch.
If Activision came out and Call of Duty was the one to try this, okay, they have the brand power. You give them the benefit of the doubt. H1Z1 comes out and says, "Oh, hey guys, we're another zombie game and a long list of zombie games, and we're gonna be great. So pay us money bi-monthly and a not popular, payment model." I can imagine the backlash.
Oh yeah. Now, but even with Call of Duty, like you said, they are a large enough company that they could try it. I suppose.
Right.
I would not do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
as a
just can't.
consumer, I wouldn't like for Sony Entertainment to try that, like with H1Z1 it being a new game. The problem isn't so much that it's new. The problem is that it's not finished. You are asking me as a player
Exactly.
to test your game, which I already purchased the game because it's not a free thing.
And then screw us later
Yep.
with this fee.
Because it's $20, right?
That's not cool.
$20 or $30.
Yeah,
Well, you
that's
should know
$20
what you're
for
getting
the
into.
initial game, and then you can't just be like, by the way, if you want to keep using that game, you just borrow $20. It's going to be another $7 a month.
Granted, this is not a feature that you have to buy. You don't
Right.
have to do it.
It's just
Wait,
an
so the Battle
amazing
Royale is
feature.
separate from the game itself?
Yeah, you can play the game without doing the battle.
See, I haven't even seen anybody playing H1Z1. I've seen them playing the Battle Royale version. I don't even see them playing the regular one anymore.
It's in there. If you like fun, then you'll probably play the Battle Royale. If you don't like having fun, you probably won't play Battle Royale.
Yeah.
If you don't like having fun.
I guess to tie a
I can
bow
see
on it.
Grandpa playing H1Z1.
Wait,
I
'cause-
hate having fun, damn it, so I'm not going into that damn battle royale.
I'm tired of those hippies.
We've had the DLC conversation plenty of times.
Yeah.
And then download my content.
Mortal Kombat, we agree. We give it 4 out of 5 thumbs up.
I'm gonna give it
And
five.
yours was
Five.
because Kung Lao, Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, 4 to 5.
I would give it 4.5
So-
out of 5. And this
Most
one
of us
coming
would
in-
say, okay, buy it, but do we invest in it in the long term? Does it have the staying power of a Street Fighter?
Here's the thing with like fighting games. It's really hard to convince me to spend extra money on it. Because
Agreed.
If you're playing it for the competitive nature, that skin gives me no upper hand in competitive nature.
It gives me upper hand.
Now,
You look
granted,
at it
you
and
can
go, that's
argue
cool.
that's the same thing for like League of Legends and Smite and all that stuff. But
Sure.
those things are also free. So
Right.
if I'm spending $60 on the game and then you're asking me to spend more money on the game and it's nothing like big that I personally give a crap about,
Right.
no, I'm not going to spend it. Like, why would I do that? And when I can go into the tournament, a lot of even pro players in like League of Legends and Smite, they don't allow you to use skins in big tournaments now. So why would they buy them on their own?
Why would they do that?
They do that in Smite. They had a pretty good reason. I don't know how I got
Identify
Smite,
the characters
but-
better.
Yes,
I would
exactly,
assume.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because-
They're like, who's that guy made of diamond? What's
yeah,
going? What?
what the hell is that? No, but no, that's why they did
It's
it.
just my
But,
phone. No big deal.
no, I'm gonna buy Mewtwo for Smash Brothers. But
You're gonna do it right after
Wait,
this
do you
stream.
have
Is
to,
what I
do
was
you
told.
have to
Because it
buy it,
gives you a
Joe, because you
competitive
have it on
edge.
the 3DS?
Well, he had it on 3DS. I did not.
I thought you did.
I got that shit. From,
I'm pretty sure mine will be free if I ever get around to it.
Now, Mortal Kombat, you said that this may be the last game. Do you think they're going to start throwing those characters in? Like, do like a Smash Brothers type game with all these different characters?
It seems like at the end of like every major cycle in the series, and I say this, it's happened twice.
Yeah.
They had Trilogy and they had Armageddon, where they just said, "Here's everybody," and it's really loose on the narrative and the canon. Here we go, it's everybody.
Yeah, freaking Gold was ridiculous for that.
Gold on Dreamcast.
You
had
had
that
like
game. I
100
fucking
characters
loved
in Gold.
it. Loved Gold.
But now-
Cyrax's ending.
But at the end of this game, I felt like it left an opening for another game. I mean, did it not
Another
feel that way to
game or
anybody?
Mortal
downloadable
Kombat.
Chapters.
Yeah, I mean,
Downloadable chapter. I guess I could
Or,
see
I mean,
that.
They literally, like, Outworld is no longer a threat.
Yeah.
Because Kotal Khan is their ally.
Right.
There is no realm of
strange.
law anymore. There is no Edenia.
Yeah.
There's only 3 realms now. And Raiden literally just went to the Netherrealm and was like, look, you bitches getting checked. So, I mean,
Yeah.
there is no real other big bad guy. Shinnok is dead. Quan Chi is dead. You know,
Well,
Shao
the
Kahn
theory is
dead.
that Raiden is now the
bad guy.
Yeah,
Well,
because he's going to try to take over everything to keep Earthrealm safe.
So let's just say they leave it open for another possibility of a game. Maybe if they need some more money, if Sony needs some help, whatever. If they just want to make an exclusive for it or whatever for the next one, let's give it an 8.5 out of 10. But what I know all of us want to talk about is Batman vs Superman trailer. I know we usually talk about
Okay, yeah,
games,
we're
but
gonna
we
cut
need
out.
to
we're
get
gonna
to
get
that. I'm excited for that.
Before we get to that, I love the fact, and I'm going to call you out on this. I'm pretty sure you paid those guys to do that. We were just talking about like, oh yeah, I got my shorts for the tattoos and everything, but the table's in the way. But these fucks saw it anyway.
No, you can actually see it. You can actually see
Okay,
it.
actually, yeah, you can see
You know
it.
what I'm saying right there?
These
Right
fucks.
there. This is awesomeness right there. Well paid for. Right there.
Alright, so we have our leading expert on Batman vs Superman in the
Let-
building
let-
with
let's-
us
let's
tonight.
take a cut.
By the way,
Let's
So-
take a cut from the game.
so
real quick.
we're
Let's
jumping
talk
into it
Batman
now?
Superman.
The trailer.
Well, who's actually seen it?
I've seen it.
I would hope everybody's
I've
seen it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up here.
I mean, to me,
That's
Uh,
Mortal Kombat.
to me,
get to the real
every
stuff.
place,
Give me a second.
every place I've gone, I mean, no matter where you go, what website you go to, they probably have a link to this trailer on that website.
Hold on, let me get into serious mode here. Hold on.
Kmart.com, just starts
McDonald's.com.
rolling.
Forget the food out of this trailer.
Welcome to Superman versus Batman talk.
Superman talks with Neil Baldwin.
As you can see, I'm repping British
Are
Superman.
you gonna play it full screen? Or you just gonna have it in the background?
I'm gonna have a full screen. Is this it?
Okay.
All right, well,
That's
just
it.
play
Okay,
All right,
let's
let's
lay
take a
out
quick
and,
break for the trailer. Let's
Is it
go.
34 seconds?
No,
No.
That's
No,
like
it's
2
like a
minutes.
2
or
minutes.
That's
something.
fake.
Something
I swear to God, that's
That
probably
one.
a screenshot. Some dude talking about it.
Alright, hold on.
Let's see how it begins. It'll tell you.
Yes.
We're good,
Guys,
boys.
this
Good
is it.
beginning.
Full screen.
Second, let me
Okay, we're gonna play for you.
All right, if you guys haven't seen it yet, we're gonna play you the trailer. I love this trailer, and
gonna
there's
get
a
a towel.
particular
Get ready
line.
to cream your jeans.
There's a particular line in this trailer that I thought is amazing.
Give me some popcorn.
Get one for Joe too.
And Billy.
And Billy.
And Millie and Vanilli.
Bottle openers on the table. Now, as you can see in this scene, it's the DC Comics logo.
You got a full screen?
Is it really surprising that the most powerful man in the world should be a figure of controversy?
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
We're talking about a being whose very existence
They are not telling us the truth.
challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
Human beings have a horrible track record of
Tragedy.
following people of great
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Chaos.
Maybe he's just a guy trying to do the right
We
thing.
know better now, don't we? Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
They come from the sky.
The world has been so caught up with what he can do that no one has asked what he should do.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel. Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
It's all good. Mark.
2016.
That's the saddest part about the
I know, that's the most depressing thing.
Yo, respect.
2016.
All right, well there you go. Trailer for the Batman vs
Okay,
Superman.
I'm gonna touch on one thing real quick. How much you want to bet that armored Batman at the end of that's from the third reel after he's got his ass kicked for like half the movie? In the gallery.
I don't believe so, just because of the fact that Batman is like king of preparation.
Do you think he knew going in?
Well, I mean, he obviously knew he couldn't go in regular bat armor. Let's face it,
Did he
he
speak
saw
to
the
future
guy
Batman?
literally like throw buildings at people. He's not going to go,
True.
yeah, this leather's good enough.
What's the deal with the soldiers bowing down with the Superman logos on
okay,
their shoulders?
so basically the way that it's basically going is a lot of this movie is going to be all like geopolitical,
Pizza.
where you've got pizza.
Sorry.
You've got one half of the people going, well, this guy is basically a god, so we're just going to back him in whatever he does. So you've got like there was a scene in there where there's like he lands and there's like crowds of people who just
Right.
like surround him and love
And the people
him.
with the
And then-
zombie painting in the background.
Yeah,
they love
exactly.
him.
And then there's also the regiment where you got like the Lex Luthors and the Batmans in this movie. The people who just don't trust him because anybody with that much power is, you know, in their eyes out to take over and dominate them. Especially being that the only thing they've got to base that off of is the fact that when they first were introduced to this, it was Zod coming in to dominate them and destroy them.
Well, like that, and you know, it's politics at its best. It's the devil's advocate. It's the other end. And I kind of like that more grounded in reality, not like super crazy issue 1000 Lex Luthor kind of character
Now,
paradigm.
the way I feel about it is, I don't know if I like the
Tell us
fact
how
that I don't know if I quite like the fact that so many people dislike Superman because of his godlike ability, but at the same time, I think people don't like him because he wouldn't have any reason to have shown his godlike ability had he not brought something like Zod to Earth. They would never have had any reason to even have to depend on Superman.
Right.
Super abilities.
Now, from what I can tell here, so Batman is pissed off at Superman. He does not like the fact that a
It's-
person can have that much
we're
power.
led to
He's
believe
not
that.
pissed off. He distrusts him and he distrusts his motives. So he basically sees himself as the champion of Earth.
Is it fair to say that Ben Affleck's Batman has probably not been Batman in a good long while? The way he's looking at the suit.
Zack Snyder did base this entire movie off of the Frank Miller like 80s Dark Knight Returns.
So it's the same thread.
Yeah, it's the Batman took care of everything. He handled life, and now he's kind of in the pseudo retirement. And Superman shows up and is just like, "Here I am, and I can take over everything." And he's like, "Okay, put the cape back on. You got another threat to take out."
Right.
Oh.
Now, the final line in this trailer, I love. I think the exact words are, "Tell me, do you bleed?" And then it pauses and says, "You will." I think that is just an amazing line.
So bad.
That line right there makes me want to see that movie so much more.
I was like, "Whoa, Batman! All right." Wow,
Exactly. That made Batman even more badass.
Is Ben Affleck going to be a believable Batman?
Yes, absolutely. I think.
Why?
As the old retired Batman, I can see it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why?
Just look at. Have you not seen Argo? The guy is super.
Bro, I love Ben Affleck. He's the man.
That's a
Well,
valid
isn't
argument.
he a local boy for you?
He sure is. He's one of my New England
Hometown
brethren.
heroes?
Yeah. Him, Matt Damon, Mark
Damon.
Wahlberg,
Matt
Mark kid, Wahlburger's son. You guys watch Wahlburgers? All right, forget it.
I think it'd be like the transition from Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire to Andrew Garfield. It's just like we haven't given Ben Affleck a chance yet. We've had the same Christian Bale.
Has Spider-Man been cast in the?
I've heard
Garfield's
rumors
out, that's all I
it's
know.
supposed to be Tobey Maguire.
Really?
I hope
they're
not,
talking
because
about
I do
They
not
are
like
talking
Tobey
about
Maguire.
bringing Tobey Maguire back.
After he put up a stinker in Spider-Man 3.
They're thinking about bringing him back, and I think it's because not so many people can relate to Andrew Garfield as
Was he
Spider-Man.
older
now.
in the
Oh, I
Civil
can.
War story art?
No. In the Civil War, he's still a high school student.
Toby's older.
Correct, and that's what makes Spider-Man such a big deal in this one, is because he's a teenager. But off topic.
Back to Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, I think as Batman, he'll so from what I've seen, looks badass.
Right.
But that quick scene where you see him as Bruce Wayne, I don't know if he could play Bruce Wayne.
See, I thought
enough
he
for
looked
me.
better as Bruce Wayne.
I was
I
about
thought he
to
was
say
a
that.
believable
I
Bruce
said
Wayne.
the only thing I was about to say with the mask is that his jaw looks like he's like the Crimson Chin or something. I think it's huge, man. I was like, "Jeez, dude."
But, I mean, that thing is like freaking.
See, I was
Yeah.
sold when I saw him as Bruce Wayne. I said, okay, he might be able to do
I
this.
was
He's got a
complete
nice
opposite.
facial expression.
I didn't
Looks like
care.
This is not going to be Daredevil the movie.
Speaking
Like
of
that.
Daredevil, the
Like that.
Netflix series is phenomenal. If you haven't
I
seen
gotta,
it,
I gotta
10?
binge watch that.
Yeah, I have to too. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'll probably pick a Sunday and just watch it all.
They have the script in like sign language for like
Not in sign language. They can't. You mean what? They have the whole story spoken to blind people. It's sign language for blind people.
Did you say sign language for black people?
Blind.
No, you said black people. I swear
said
you did.
blind.
You said black people. You said sign
Joe,
language for black
can you
people.
see?
I'm gonna re-listen to this.
I swear he just.
Definitely blind. Blind.
Oh shit! Was there inadvertent racism?
Oh, okay, it's gonna take a second.
Hold on,
Okay, no, you guys keep talking about that.
I want to
Okay.
hear this. I
Yeah,
want to
so
hear
do
it
I.
myself.
Moment of silence.
We're waiting.
It's like a story.
Yeah, Hold on.
Spoken. I meant to say. It does sound like black people.
Black people.
No.
It sounded like you said it, but I don't think
We got the whole story
said
spoken for
blind.
black people.
Sorry, we had to pause there. We were waiting to see, we were watching the stream to make sure he actually said it or not. We're still confused, but I swear he said black people.
Okay, well I meant blind. Still
Now,
better.
are you trying to make a social commentary that the youth of the African American culture are not educated enough to read or hear?
What?
Hot takes. Did
Okay, so back to the trailer.
you guys like Man of
I'm
Steel?
gonna jump off this.
you guys like Man of Steel?
Yes,
Yes,
Man of
I
Steel
did.
was
That movie was
phenomenal.
badass.
I liked it.
So you're sold on this version of Superman?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Killed
I'm
it.
fine with it.
Killed
Now, I know in this movie it's gonna go into the Justice League after that. I am wondering how they're going to bring in Aquaman and Flash and Wonder Woman, and I believe they've even cast Cyborg. So I'm interested to see how they actually introduce these characters in this movie, without making it just weird and out of place, like it doesn't even belong.
Well, I know Wonder Woman's already going to be there more or less in her
Wonderful.
political representation of Themyscira. She's gonna already be there as the ambassador to the UN.
I mean, impeach him.
I think with the rest of them, they're basically going to be coming at the end, kind of in a response to Batman v Superman.
Now, do you think that should be in the movie, or they'll do like the other Avenger Marvel movies where they do it after the credits?
They are in the movie.
It's actually going to be in the movie.
Yes.
Does
at least Wonder Woman.
Does the
Wonder Woman is a big part of the movie.
The DC movie universe, do they really have the time to really release a bunch of companion movies?
I won't watch any of them. So
Right.
I don't know.
I don't believe so. But like an after credit scene, like leading into the next movie, you know, like showing the major villain, you know, and some. Do you think they'll do that after the credits? I mean, I hope so.
I think they'll probably show the major villain for the Justice League movie. Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that.
Well, it's going to be Lex Luthor.
I hope we get to see Martian
Look
Manhunter.
closely, Jeff.
No.
Hope we do.
I've heard like obviously Lex Luthor, but I've heard rumors that Doomsday is supposed to make.
There's illusions, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to make some kind of an appearance. I don't know how, but I've heard rumors that he is going to
you would
somehow
think
appear.
that they'd save Doomsday for the next Superman solo movie type of thing, because like Justice League versus Doomsday is literally turns into Superman versus Doomsday anyway, because the rest of them just get destroyed.
Right.
Interesting point by Young, and he says Flash needs to be Grant Gustin. He's killing it on CW. I would love to see him.
I think
in
that
Justice
needs to
League.
happen.
Unfortunately, they've already
incorporate these
cast. They've
things.
already cast a Flash, and it is.
That
If
sucks.
anybody ever watched the TV show Wizards of Waverly Place,
Yes.
the youngest brother is going to be the Flash.
Oh God!
Really?
Yes.
I didn't. Wow, I didn't.
Oh no!
Okay, but no, but again,
Wow.
at the same.
Why?
Okay, now, hold
Apparently
on.
he's
Why
a
aren't
really.
they incorporating
Apparently
these
he's a really
shows?
good
Like a
character.
little
Okay,
Mexican
but hold
kid.
on. At the same time, you've got the kid from Facebook playing Lex Luthor, right? Or
Facebook?
not Facebook.
Social network.
Social network.
Okay, I was
The
like,
social
Oh,
network
the
movie.
guy who
Mark
played
Zuckerberg.
Yes, that's what I'm.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Mark Zuckerberg is Lex
No,
Luthor. That'd be
no,
the
but
shit.
so in the same case, you've got this guy playing Lex Luthor. Why this?
Okay.
Why is there such a big deal over
why
his
have
And
kid
so
again,
playing
many
Flash?
okay. Again, what DC is doing, and what they do in their comics, they're basically saying, movie DCU is like Earth 1, Earth Prime.
Right.
Television DCU is like Earth 2.
Okay.
They're basically saying they're two different universes, so they're not ruling out having like an Infinite Crisis type of scenario where they can cross it over at some point down the line.
Right.
But they're saying for now, everything in the realm of TV, whether it be the Teen Titans show that's going to be coming on TNT next year, or the All-Star
sounds
Team Up
ridiculous.
News to
show,
me.
I didn't
the
know
All-Star
that either.
Team Up show that's coming to the CW, that's going to be having the Atom as the main character.
Jeff
Supergirl's
92.
coming out.
Jeffberg 92 in the chat. Poor call by DC to separate TV and movie.
Yeah, man, he was
with two
great.
hugely successful shows.
Like, The
I
Flash was
completely agree.
perfect.
Why not? Why not?
He doesn't have that dumb comedic sense.
I understand.
that
I
the
understand
original
your
Flash
theory.
was, but it's still good.
Have you watched any of these TV shows? They all take place in a much lighter
They're-
tone universe.
Well,
They do.
also, is it earlier? Is this
It is
origin
definitely
story Flash
earlier.
versus maybe older Flash that appears in the movie series?
No, the Flash in the movie
that
is going to
pisses me
be about 19. So,
how, dude? Come on.
Played by a 12-year-old, because that kid looks like a 12-year-old.
but no, I mean, like I said, it's just they're keeping it as two separate continuity universes that they may cross over
Okay,
later.
all right.
But it's easier because you've got, for the most part, for the TV people, it's one company's doing almost every one of their TV shows right now, which is really cool because they're crossing over their characters. They're doing a lot of really cool work in that area.
They might be doing a better job than Hollywood is
Yes.
right now.
Now, I mean, based on the conversation, are you guys being disappointed in these DC movie character picks, like the actor picks?
For the
Because-
Lex Luthor and
well,
Flash, I am. Everything else
but
is great,
at the
though.
same time, you gotta wait because I
Yeah,
mean,
we don't know.
I
Zack
can't. Yeah, right. I
Snyder
can't
is
judge.
really good at casting. I mean, at least it's not in the hands of the guys who did the last one, because Brandon Routh, I mean, he's doing a great job as the Atom on CW, but he was a terrible Superman.
Let's put it this way. If you had to choose between Justice League or the next Avengers movie, which would you choose? I'd
Justice
pick
League.
Avengers.
No,
Avengers. I've always had such a nerd boner for
I
Marvel.
would pick
though.
the Avengers.
Three
Avengers.
Avengers.
But that's right now. I haven't seen
good
Batman
actors.
Superman movie. Yet.
But they've done such a good job of building the movie universe, and there's not not a
correct,
whole
but-
ton of questionable.
Here's a funny thing with this whole thing, though.
Okay.
A year ago, when they announced Batman versus Superman, and they said that this was the lead up into Justice League, I'm pulling a blank all of a sudden. The guy head of Marvel, Stan Lee basically goes, so if DC wants to make this movie huge and wants to make a ton of money, I have the greatest idea for them all. Cast Stan Lee for a cameo in the movie. you'll sell out instantly because people want to know what Stan Lee's doing in a DC movie. He's like, and I think I know the guy, so I can get him to do it for free. So he volunteered to be in the movie. And then immediately after this trailer came out and he saw the trailer, he has this like page-long article that he puts out talking about how DC's too far behind and they can't keep up with Marvel as far as how they're doing it and stuff.
Disney's doing a really good job with
Marvel is killing it.
Disney is doing a really good job.
Oh, this is the
handling
perfect
these properties.
segue.
Disney is broken, man.
Yes, I love it when
Disney's
that
broken.
happens.
Now the question is, how are they going to convert it over into Kingdom Hearts?
How are they going to convert it over to Star Wars?
Okay, well, we have to have Neil tell us why. How do
I'll
you think
fucking
that
tell
fight
you.
in Batman versus Superman is going to go down?
I'll fucking tell you why.
Well, the problem I have with it is he's basing it off of the Frank Miller 80s one, but the problem with the Frank Miller 80s one is Batman and Superman knew each other for years. They knew each other intimately, which is why Batman was able to prepare to the level he was, because he only won because of the kryptonite.
Right.
And Superman knew he'd have the kryptonite. Right. Superman went into that battle not wanting to kill his friends.
Do you think he has the kryptonite in the armor?
But the thing is, kryptonite has not been introduced to this universe.
True.
Well, the thing is, they could just introduce it.
How?
Correct.
Oh, here you go, Batman.
Yeah.
But how do they
We
know
don't know
it
what
affects
this
him? They
does,
have
but
no
it might
clue.
work.
Give me 2.5 hours. I'll find a way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, but
Chris brought up a good point. Do they have Green Arrow in this?
No.
Or not Green Lantern, my bad.
Green Lantern.
No.
He's not in it at all.
No.
No, I haven't heard anything about Green Lantern at this point.
They are
I love
Hawk
this.
Girl and Green Lantern, as far as I know, are going to be the absent founding members.
Correct.
I don't. I can't.
And could that be because of how bad the Green Lantern movie was?
Well, no, it cannot. It cannot be, because if you put Superman and
gonna be
Batman in a
terrible.
fucking movie together, you could put whoever you want in that. Put Timothy McVeigh in that.
But at the same time,
The Oklahoma
DC
City
is
Bomber.
interested in rebranding and relaunching Green Lantern.
They should
Correct.
do that.
They
a
should
lot.
not
But they're-
cast Ryan Reynolds for every one of their
they're talking
spots.
about
But-
just going with the Kyle Rayner angle instead of going with.
Well, but
the one they did last
I
time.
don't think you could do Ryan Reynolds with Green Lantern since he's doing Deadpool now.
He's doing
anyways.
Deadpool, yeah.
So
Well, he'd already done Deadpool at the time when he did Green Lantern before.
He did bad Deadpool.
yeah, that was a horrible,
Shitty
horrible,
Deadpool.
horrible Deadpool. Hated
Like,
that.
it's basically, to me, it's probably going to take 3 or 4 reboots of Justice League to get it right. Kind of like how they had to do Spider-Man over. It's going to take like 3 or 4 of the same exact movie.
No, I don't think
And then
so,
they're going to
no.
be like, oh, we got it right. Okay.
No, no.
20 years later.
Now, what if they do Justice League movie and it does well, and then they decide to branch off and do individual movies of their
That'd be strange.
superheroes?
Well, because
Well,
you could put out
they've already
Justice
done
League,
Justice
establish
League,
them, and
dissemble.
then put out their own.
Correct.
But then you would find out real quick who's popular, because you could look at toy sales. You could look at all other things. You'd be like,
I think-
okay, Batman sells a shit ton of things because we're doing a
Mace wants
Batman
to
movie.
play.
Well,
Wonder
but
Woman is
now-
getting her own movie that's going to be released in 2017.
And she should.
No, but I don't quite agree with that, the toy sales, because I think the Hulk sells out
Tyrese
amazingly
wants
well.
to play Green Lantern. Is that a joke?
Who?
That'd be terrible.
I believe I did hear that he wanted to do that. He
Jeff
wanted to
Bezos.
play.
What?
No, he wants to play Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
You know how much work he would have to do? I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible.
To make himself as boring as Jon Stewart?
Well, no. We're talking Tyrese from, Walking Dead, right?
No, we're talking about Tyrese
No,
from
no,
Fast
no,
and Furious.
Tyrese
Like-
Fast and Furious.
Tyrese, like
Fast and
Tyrese.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, what the fuck you guys...
Yeah, I mean, he could play Jon Stewart, but I don't think he realizes how boring of a character
I'm just
Jon
going to
Stewart
get Kimball
really was.
Slice to do.
Kimball
later.
They really could have inserted him as Tyrese.
And I have
You
also
wouldn't
heard
have
that they
seen
were
difference.
they were tossing around the idea of Jon Stewart being the Green Lantern for the Justice League universe as well.
I don't know. How I feel
But
about
I mean, you also have The Rock has already been confirmed to be playing Black Adam.
that. I smell that.
Really?
I'm okay with that. He looks like
Well,
a really good
they
Black
are
Adam.
they are going to do a Shazam movie.
Rock can fucking do whatever he wants,
Yes.
and I'll pay
Yes.
to see
Well,
it.
did
I love
anybody watch
Dwayne
his SNL?
Johnson.
I smell what the Rock is cooking.
I don't, but I heard he did fantastic.
His opening
on SNL.
monologue, he did an entire song where he called himself Franchise Viagra. Because if you ever want to put that oomph and bring your franchise back to life, you just throw The Rock in it.
But yeah,
So true. So
I completely agree.
True. Yeah.
I would love to see him get to play Black Adam. You know, the moment I heard that he was going to play a superhero, I mean, come on, you look at The Rock, and he's got to play a superhero in some movie. He just has to.
Well,
The Rock is a superhero.
They originally wanted him
Yes.
to be the guy to play Aquaman, but he wanted to be a superhero for DC, but he had a set of rules, and pretty much the only character that fell under his set of rules was Black Adam.
And Batista
Yeah.
tripped and fell into
Started giving people's
Guardians of the
elbows to
Galaxy.
everybody.
Yeah.
Now, Aquaman, the guy who they casted for Aquaman to me has always been like the superhero that nobody's really cared for. I mean, like even on Big Bang Theory, they joke all the time that Aquaman is the short runt of the pack.
He's
But
broken.
the guy that they brought in to play Aquaman in this movie, I think he could bring a badass Aquaman.
And that's the new 52 Aquaman. The new 52 Aquaman is a total badass. He's as strong as Superman.
Yeah,
Like he is ridiculous in New 52.
Jesus.
If you read, like, I've tried to keep up with like the Justice League New 52 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He is
The Rock. can
It's an
play anything he
overcorrection.
wants. Yes,
It's
he
an
can.
overcorrection. It's completely on purpose.
Well, yeah, they basically kind of. I think Robot Chicken gave them a lot of
Yep.
hell over Aquaman. So they're
Well,
like,
Aquaman's
oh,
been
yeah?
a joke for the last several years in pop culture. In the interest of time, since it's already 11 o'clock,
We have
We
not
went
covered
crazy on that
GTA yet.
trailer.
Yeah, we haven't looked at GTA.
Yeah.
give me 1 second. Did anybody see the Star Wars
Yes.
trailer? What'd you think? What'd you think?
We're home, Chewie.
Great.
Soccer ball robot
What'd
for
you
the
think?
win.
Soccer ball robot
Or
He was in the
volleyball,
first
whatever you
one,
want to
too.
call it.
What'd you think?
Chewbacca for the win.
Oh my God.
We're home,
Okay,
Chewie.
I heard the stupidest thing the other day. Neil, go real quick before I go on a tangent. Go ahead.
I just said we're home, Chewie.
Okay. Yeah. Harrison Ford looks like he's Harrison Ford cosplaying as Han Solo. What?
That doesn't even make sense.
That's what I heard the other day. That people think that the
Nobody
Han
cares
Solo
about Ant-Man.
in the episode 7 trailer looks like Harrison Ford cosplaying as Han Solo. What?
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't understand.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe they're trying to say
He's
kind of
fucking Han
a parody
Solo.
of himself.
Who cares? He's probably gonna die in the movie. It's not a spoiler because it's not true.
No. He's gonna get frozen again.
Frozen again. He tried to get offed.
Now, I'm assuming probably since they did the Han Solo Chewbacca in this one, I'm assuming in later trailers they're going to start throwing in older characters
Well,
here
Luke
and
was in this
there.
one as
Luke was in this one. You just don't see his face because he's got a
And
beard.
he mentioned Leia, and they showed kind of like her hand.
Yeah.
2015 year dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're the beard. Fuck yeah. Everyone needs a beard.
Well,
Scorpion
at
needs a
least
beard.
The
Luke
good thing
needs a
is,
beard.
though, with Mark Hamill being such a seasoned voice actor,
He's so
he was
good.
definitely able to recapture his original voice.
That now a lot of people thought that was a voice clip from Return of the Jedi, and it was not. It wasn't. It was a new recording, and he sounded great. When I saw him in person like 4 years ago, that motherfucker rolled out an oxygen tank with him. So I don't know where that came from, but he also did the best version of the Joker. So
Yes.
Yes.
he's Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Do whatever he wants. Okay, awesome trailer. I'm not going to waste a ton of time on it. It was fucking amazing.
Then we have to talk about Battlefront.
Yes, we're going to talk about Battlefront because
It's a game.
in conjunction with
started-
that trailer,
The game. If you played Battlefront back in the day, like
that man no.
Well,
your pants don't fit right.
well,
That man,
Battlefront
no.
is the franchise that started that whole base capture
This is
thing.
100% original trilogy Battlefront. There's no prequel trilogy. The free DLC that comes out a couple weeks after. We love that DLC where this one's free. Comes out like 2 weeks after the game launches. Is the first planet you see in the second trailer, and it's supposed to kind of be a gap bridger between episode 6 and episode 7. Now, Battlefront's not going to have a story mode. It's going to have 4 planets. It's it's Tatooine, it's Hoth, it's Endor, and what the fuck's the other one?
I can find out for you.
Yeah,
Well,
See,
back
now-
to the trailer for 2 seconds.
Yes.
How awesome was the very beginning when you saw the Star Destroyer crash?
it lost my mind, and it kind of echoed Force Unleashed, the announcement trailer for that, where Starkiller's pulling down the Star Destroyer with the Force. I kind of had the same feeling when I saw that. I was like, okay, it's gonna be fucking great, and it was okay. But when I saw that, and you see like the little X-wing crash right next to it, and you're just like, that's fucking so cool. You saw the Chrome Stormtrooper, which I can't wait to figure out what that's
yes,
about.
that is really cool.
You saw like the modified
Badass.
TIE fighters lighting shit up on that one planet. Joe, that other planet is like the planet where they produce like Imperial like ships and weapons. I don't know the name of it.
I'm trying to get. I have it pulled up on my phone. Yeah.
But it's some like next level shit. Obviously, Han Solo and Chewbacca are in there at the very end. It's kind of the wow moment. Getting in like a dirty looking Millennium Falcon in the background.
Yeah. As I pulled up my phone, the first thing that came up was Boba Fett. Fuck yeah, Boba Fett.
Dude, Boba Fett's in that Battlefront trailer.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's in it. Vader's in it.
Yeah. And the other thing they were talking about between like this like the Battlefront trailer and the new movie,
Yep.
there's a lot of like little hints that they put in the
Yeah.
trailer of Battlefront for the movie.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of little things in the background. They're like, oh,
Well,
then that would be.
This is supposed to be the bridging thing from 6
Yeah.
to 7.
Do they have an estimated release date for Battlefront?
Yeah, it's actually a full blown release date. It was
November 17th.
November 17th this year.
for
Roughly-
PS4,
roughly
PC, and Xbox
3 to
One.
6
PS4,
months.
PC,
which-
and
which
Xbox.
is
Makes
back.
sense because it's a month before the
You will
actual
play
movie
it
comes
first
out.
on Xbox One through the EA. What the fuck is their thing? Their subscription EA Access, which, believe it or not, EA does like everything wrong. But everything I've heard about EA Access is good things. Early demos usually get 10 hours to play their new
Access
games.
is really cool.
Yeah, you get tons of extra content. You get all that back catalog.
I think it was like $15 or something.
Yeah, I think it was like $30 for the year.
Yeah, it's a
Something
one-time year fee, and you get a
something
ton
completely
of shit.
stupid. And you
Yeah,
get
I've done it before. It's really good.
10
I remember hearing
I think it was 15 when I did it though. I
people
think it was a
people
while
who
ago.
had it this year got to play Battlefield Hardline for free for 10 hours. So they got to
Dragon
really
Age-
really Dragon
Dragon
Age, the
Age
same thing.
Inquisition.
Yeah, they'll probably get a Mass Effect demo that we won't
Yeah.
get.
Yes.
Well, no, you get like a 10-hour
no.
demo of it, and later on, like after the luster's kind of worn off, then it adds to the library. And they kind of rotate the library a little bit, but most of their old shit.
It's really cool. It's not a bad deal at all.
This is only on Xbox One.
Yep. That's
That's
why
what
I
I'm
had
talking
it.
about. I've got one.
I have
So
one, but I would
might actually have to do that one then.
Right.
Now, I didn't play the original Battlefront game. I didn't even see the trailer until I
There's a
got here,
couple of them.
and Joe showed me. And the trailer looks amazing for this game. And,
Is the game gonna look that good?
well, yeah, I'll let Joe get on that in a minute. But at the end of it, I like the part where he saw the red lightsaber. I was thinking the entire time, I was like, come on, there's got to be some Jedi somewhere. Got to be some Jedi. And you see the lightsaber, and I'm like, yes, I'm playing this game
Well,
strictly to
in
do
Battlefront 2, you could be Jedi.
Right, and they're doing it for this one too.
Yeah.
The way they explained it, basically, heroes, like as they
Give me
show
Darth Maul,
the
give me
game, they're gonna be kind of like you earn them. Like as your team is progressing and doing better and better and better, you'll be able to deploy a hero, whether it's Darth Vader.
Is that a
Maul,
kill streak? So it's not a playable character.
Kinda. It is a playable character.
So it's kind of like Metal Gear Online, where the best player was Snake.
Well, once you unlock it, one of the characters gets to load in and spawn as. That person.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then once you spawn in as that person, you're pretty much the target of the map because like you're super overpowered compared to everyone else. But I mean, if you have a bunch of people trying to kill you, then you probably get that. But it's really really good. I mean, they showed off like the jetpacks that they had at Battlefront 2. That's back.
Yeah.
Like they have all the vehicles back.
Yeah.
They have the fact that like they showed off the ATAS. It normally was only in like the snow areas or snow maps when they had them. It's going to be in all the maps now. You can mix and match vehicles.
ATST, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Be in any map that you can put them in.
They insinuate that these maps are fucking huge with how long you see. See them on the speeder bikes going through Endor, and is the game? They said it's going to run at 60 frames per second on every platform. Now they didn't say in what resolution.
Now, I know Joe said the trailer, the trailer itself is actual gameplay, like from in the game.
It's all in-engine
just,
assets, yeah.
It's just different angles. So that trailer, after he told me that, after I saw the trailer, made it even that much more amazing.
People at the celebration weekend got to see actual gameplay. They saw about 7 minutes of gameplay with the kill streaks. You actually see one of the kill streaks in the trailer. You look up and you see the Y-wings fly by and they carpet bomb. So it's kind of like an airstrike in Call of Duty.
With all the hype, it better be good.
They said
we're
multiple
all going to be
planets?
super disappointed if it's bad.
Multiple planets, several different maps per planet. So it's kind of like themed maps. But they're going to continue to release that. There are missions. There's a single-player mode to it. It's just not a story mode, where they have certain missions where you'll go in and do other things. But this is the game that I've been waiting for since its announcement, along with Mirror's Edge 2, that we haven't fucking heard a thing about since.
It kind of gives us some hope for these next gen consoles for
There's a
this
lot of
year
good
and next
stuff
year. They're
coming.
like, okay, a lot of games are going to come out. You know, we're starting to announce some games for this year that are going to be big.
Skipped
Next
last
year,
gen.
the year after, it's like, okay, maybe there's hope for these
There
systems.
was no Battlefront last gen, so it's been a while. I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. I mean, yeah, okay, so there's a new Guitar Hero and a new rock band, and
But
it's
Mark,
worth mentioning, but this is Battlefront.
think
This
of
is
your
huge.
Battlefront release date.
Yeah.
Now think about Final Fantasy 15.
I
They're
can't
the
wait.
same.
Dude, 15 doesn't have a date. It's going to be
It's
next
the
year.
same.
You know
No.
it's gonna be next year.
They already said it's mid Q4. That's November.
I don't give a shit. I'll buy both. Okay.
I'll find time.
Like, fuck it.
See, I've never been a Final Fantasy guy, so I won't even bother.
Oh,
that game.
you missed the circle jerk.
Yeah.
We loved the demo for 15.
I thought you were going to say we love circle jerks.
We love.
We have a lot of
circle
those.
jerks. We love Nintendo here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
now-
not going to talk about Nintendo, but Nintendo.
Now, but see, I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, so I'll spend my time on
Sure.
on Battlefront.
Right.
But can a game? Because I see everybody here is really love Battlefront. I'm assuming it's going to get a lot more hyped up.
Yeah.
Can games get too overhyped?
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, for Battlefront, obviously, a lot of us have high expectations. A lot of us have high expectations for it.
Sure.
Now, obviously, we can go into the game and absolutely love it. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people like, well, this isn't anything. I mean, you should tone it down a little bit so I can go in and be like, man, that blows my mind.
I think it's okay because it's the legacy of Star Wars behind it. It's not like Destiny that was overhyped with 3 Destiny movies and 3 other Destiny games. It's just Destiny, hit or miss. Like we have
people are in love with the aesthetic
the new wing of Destiny doesn't even have a raid.
I know. It's just like Star Wars has a lot to back it up with. It's like Star Wars is broke.
I don't know if I should feel bad for them or if
Destiny?
I don't know what's going on over there. Like
Bungie kind of cut their cord.
Bungie doesn't really have a ton of direction.
I know what you did, bro. I'm not gonna.
Look, that was. I'm not even gonna.
You just
okay. So, Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 came out. They're pretty successful because a lot of Star Wars fans bought them. But at that time when those games came out, that kind of genre hadn't taken off yet. So now we've been conditioned with games like Battlefield and other types of games.
What's not making me happy?
There's going to be crossover appeal.
Battlefront is the fact that there's no space battles. None.
That's I tell you that's going to be a DLC pack.
Yeah,
space battles.
I mean something like that. I would assume they'd have
to
throw in.
It sucks considering the original
There'll be a new Rogue Squadron.
Battlefront 3 that was supposed to come out a while ago had like an engine. The big thing they were touting was that you could go seamless from the ground through the atmosphere into space with no load times, or at least the upper atmosphere, which is kind of like at the beginning of episode 3. We can still see the drag. I'm getting really nerdy. But it's disappointing to kind of see that go away. But
oh god, state of emergency.
DICE getting their hands state of emergency. Jeff, come on.
Oh, Jeff.
No, we bought that game. My friend Justin Japer bought that fucking game, and he tried so hard to like play it and like it, and it just wasn't good. State of emergency.
It was a really bad GTA clone.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, it was
with no cars.
Battlefront. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of hype coming from this end.
The thing is, with this game, there's not just unjustified hype. Like Destiny was just like, hey, we got these big name companies. Be excited about this, and people are like, oh, okay, all right, yeah.
We got you $60.
Yeah. the thing with this game is you have the backing of Star Wars. You have the
6 movies.
DICE.
Come on, son.
Like these guys have made Battlefield, and Battlefield, whether you like it or not, is a very successful franchise. So, like, I can only expect that is going to be taken with Battlefront. I mean, these are the same people that make Mirror's Edge, and Mirror's Edge just have a sequel too. But I mean, their games are good. You may not like EA, like most people, because of some of the things that they do, but
it's like if you want to be those guys that ruin Star Wars, go ahead. You're gonna die.
EA is a business. They're a publisher. They employ a lot of really talented developers. BioWare did Knights of the Old Republic. BioWare Austin does the Old Republic MMO, which, whether you like it or not, deal with it. It was a success as far as the books go. Yeah, as far as the money goes, it was a success. They BioWare. Okay, who works on Mass Effect? Montreal. They got another Mass Effect coming with a bunch of details that just leaked. I think it was yesterday or today, through like an internal survey based on what's going to be in that game.
No Shep though, right?
No Shep. New galaxy that's cut off from the events of the Reapers and so on and so forth. Okay. Which doesn't really make sense, but the idea is that it was kind of Uncharted before. So we'll see.
Uncharted.
How they Uncharted. But I mean, but I digress. Obviously.
So
there's going to be a lot of crossover appeal. Okay, yeah. Back to PC. GTA. Okay, you guys play GTA PC. I haven't yet. Come on my face. Let's go. That's what's going to happen. Let's be honest.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's
so smooth.
This
the rednecks sound just like real rednecks.
It's gonna make me buy an Oculus.
I saw that there was like some rudimentary Oculus integration.
So Mark, are you in on the Oculus Fund?
We need to do that.
Oculus Fund?
Oculus Fund.
My wife gave me a hard time for buying food the other day. So. We'll see.
I'm looking forward. If one day I can actually afford to get the Oculus, my biggest thing I would want to play is horror games. I think
Horror
playing a horror game
If I had diapers,
with the
yeah.
Oculus where it's virtual reality
Scar you for life.
would just scare the living crap out of me, but would
I'm
be
with you,
amazing.
though.
It would be
How much is the
amazing.
Oculus going to go for? Do you know?
300.
I'm
$300
buying
for
two.
the latest Deathbit, right?
It's in case one breaks.
Yeah, I mean, now, how real do you think those trailers are for Oculus? I mean, I've seen people with the whole roller coaster thing, and they're like, oh, and then they start freaking out, and they just take it off, and they're like,
Has
that
anyone
is
here
true.
used one?
No.
God damn it. We were so
We're
close.
all Oculus virgins. Yeah, it's because we didn't want to be jerks about it.
Wait, you
could've-
guys had the chance?
We could have.
We had the chance to skip a line.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Joe.
So we went to PAX this year or last year, and we had the chance to go into the line to get a chance to play this indie game that used the Oculus Rift. However, we were not media. We didn't go there as media. We didn't have media passes. They thought we were media because we did a few interviews.
Well, you guys would have been waiting outside, and I would have been in there having the time of my life.
So they in order for us to have skipped like infinite other people, we had to go like pretty much be douchebags and walk up to the developer and like, hey, look, dude, we're media, and let us through. But we decided to not be douchebags, and we just left.
He did tell us to come back and be douchebags.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he told us to come back, and then we got back, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, talk to Jeff." I'm like,
Yeah, he was like,
Name is
there's
Jeff.
kind of a line, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. Just go talk to him. I'm sure he'll let you cut in. And we were like,
We want to cut in front of people that are already been
there's
waiting
like
there for
15
2 hours.
people in line, and it's
The
30
demo was
minutes
45 minutes,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
forever for each playthrough. Like you literally sat there in the chair for like 45 minutes. That's
Yeah, they came up to us. There was like 10 people in front of me and Joe after we were waiting for a while, and they're like, just to let you know, your wait at this point in time is 3.5 hours.
I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
In that
Whoa.
voice. In
that was
voice.
literally the voice the guy had.
Just to let you know, the wait time
I was like,
for
"I
the
have Smite
Oculus
codes
demo.
to get. I want to play some freaking."
Joe staked out in front of that booth and just got smite codes all week, and passed them off to you, the viewers.
Smite codes.
Say what?
I said, I'm pretty sure I was the one who collected most of the smite
Yeah,
codes.
but not me. Not me. I made this man well known that I wanted a smite code, and I didn't get one.
Are you serious?
I did not get one, but I have a buddy
Dude, they gave
in,
me
in
like
my
60
clan.
of those, and I
Yeah,
burned them.
yeah. Look at this guy right here. Didn't give me one. I told him before he even went to PAX that I wanted a smite code, and I didn't get one. But
Hot takes
I did
coming.
just get
You
one like
see
2 days
what-
ago
what
from a buddy of mine.
What happened was.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I don't know if you want to get back on the GTA. You know,
Sure,
we
yes,
got all that
please.
Now, I
There's
personally,
mountains and cars.
haven't played the game.
Avocado.
The only game I ever played GTA was Vice City. Okay, I've never been a GTA fan.
Yeah.
Okay, but I watch a lot of streams. I mean, literally on my lunch break, at home,
Yeah, he does.
I'm on Twitch
I'm
nonstop
the
watching
same
different
way, I'm the
games.
same way.
So GTA 5 has really got my attention. Scenery, amazing.
I love those draw distances on PC.
I bought that game for mods. That is why I have it. I got it on PC, and the reason why I stopped playing it on Xbox was because it was announced for PC, and
You didn't want to burn out on it, yeah.
Exactly. I put it away, and I was like, I cannot wait to give me all the mods that you can make. So
A
I can
year and a
download it.
half later.
Yep, I'm okay with that. It's out now. It works. It's fucking amazing.
But
And there's a lot of like PC in it. Like you wouldn't
Yeah.
think that it's like a port.
No.
Like they took their time with
now
it.
you put it a year and a half. Would you have rather been released too early and it lost a lot of effect on the PC?
And that's the reason why people were so pissed that they kept pushing the date back, and I was like, nope, that is perfectly fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get it right. Get it right.
Exactly. Now, should they have chosen a more realistic release date than have kept pushing it and pushing it?
Granted, I think what they should have done was after the first time that they realized that they needed more time, they shouldn't have gave it a second release date or a third. They should have just waited. Once they knew that they needed more time, it's like, well,
Don't date it.
yeah, don't date
But
it.
let's face it, pushing it back gave me all that money, and I need that money.
Oh, the free money
No.
in the game.
Free money.
Now,
Yeah.
my thing
I
is
just have so
GTA
much
is
already.
I'm not big.
Oh, I have like $3 million in free money.
Yeah.
I'm not a big just a single player mode guy. Like my whole thing is being able to play online with people from across the world.
Sure. Is it still 16 players, 15 players per server?
No,
32.
It's like 32.
32.
Ah.
On Xbox, it was 32 as well.
Xbox One or
Yeah, Xbox One.
Yeah,
I had it
okay.
already.
so that was a
Yeah.
last gen thing. It
Oh,
was
so
15.
Last gen was 16 or 15.
Right.
Cap.
It was an odd number.
Yeah,
It was
so
a weird number. Yeah.
But no, man, I'm stoked. I cannot wait for like just even a good graphics overhaul mod. Like,
Sure.
Because they made a mod for GTA 4.
The Realism mods, there's a
Right.
ton of them. Will
Yeah.
melt even. It'll melt that PC
Yeah.
right there. Like it's like you look at it and it's like, is this real or is this a screenshot of GTA 4 with the Realism mods? And like people put up like posts with side by side pictures and you had to guess, and people got it wrong. So it was.
Let's not talk about melting that computer.
Yeah, especially with the computer luck we've had in the past couple of days. Let's not melt anymore.
I had to watch him build that thing piece by piece over a month's time. He does not want that to melt.
Yeah. And then he finally got the sticker for the front.
Hey, those stickers are badass.
Yeah, Ferrari stickers. Now, how was the multiplayer in it? Now, of course, you know, I everybody on stream is playing multiplayer. I don't even see people playing single player anymore. It's all multiplayer.
There's a single player?
It's called GTA 5 Online. Like that,
yeah,
that's what
that's
it
the
is.
game.
Well, actually, that is.
Yeah, it's like
it literally is called GTA 5 Online.
So, but
It's basically, there's really not much to GTA 5 except GTA Online.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you do.
Well, they still force you to go through that god awful first chapter.
First couple of missions.
that stupid race. I hate that race. That is the worst.
I used to love ruining people's lives when their kids came in 10 years old trying to buy that game, and I had to figure out creative ways to tell people there was butt sex in the game. And
I remember at the end of my time at GameStop, I did not care.
I was like, are you sure you want to buy this game for your 10-year-old? They copulate via unconventional means.
Now, this raises a question for me, which I've had.
Sure.
Mortal Kombat X, GTA. Is there too far?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. And the reason being is because if games are going to consider themselves as a real art, like just like movies and books and all this other sorts of entertainment, those things don't have a cap on them.
Okay, but is there a need for some of it? For instance, in GTA 5, okay, you can go pick up a hooker.
First-person prostitutes.
You can pick up a hooker and you can have sex with this hooker in your car.
You've been doing that since GTA 3.
In the first person.
But in the first person now.
But you can go and see a movie where people are. There's a freaking movie. What was it?
I could pick up a hooker in real life.
Or
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. The fucking orgy in the movie. Like the thing is, there's double standards for different medias of entertainment, and if games are gonna have the same effect and be treated just as real like a movie and treat it that way instead of like just a toy or something, like it has to be able to do
the
I
argument
just
is
know
that
I can get high and drunk in my apartment in GTA 5 and kill myself. That's realistic. If nothing else is realistic.
That's real life.
Wait. Hold on.
Real life confirmed.
Hold on. Here you go. It's GTA 5 Online, right?
Yes.
The internet is for what?
True. Now let's jump over to Mortal Kombat. Okay. Now I'm a big horror movie fan. Okay. I love gore. I love blood.
gore?
There were even some things in this game that I was like, holy shit, did that just happen?
Some of the stuff I will say is because the industry as a whole has always had to like be babysat when it comes to stuff like that, and they've always had like handcuffs on stuff like that.
Damn it,
they feel
Tipper
like
Gore.
they have to just push the button every
right.
single time, and because of that, you get games like this with Mortal Kombat where they just really go for it. And I get it, I understand the thought behind it, but if we have to, I know my microphone's kind of bad, but
Here, we'll share.
oh man, I don't know if that'll work.
Swing!
I don't want to hit the microphone.
Just use the headset.
The 0420 said it's cheaper to buy GTA 5 and get a hooker in the game, and it's safer too.
He's right.
He is safer.
What I'm saying is like
He's right.
because the medium as a whole, like video games have always been looked at as like
Just speak up, Joe.
kind of
Just
like
speak
a
up.
toy instead of like an actual form of art or entertainment.
No
So-
different than Barbie.
Right. And so when developers do stuff like that, people are like, "Oh my god, this is going to affect the children or whatever." It's like you don't have that same reaction when you see it in a movie or you see it on a TV show or something on HBO. Like this freaking
Game of Dogs?
Game of Thrones. Like there's incest and crap going on.
Now there is.
Okay, there's a lot of incest.
Yes.
Right?
There is.
Okay,
A lot.
because I called somebody out on that, and they tried to tell me that, it fits in the narrative. And, No. There's never a good reason to fuck your sister.
Yeah.
But what if she's really hot and she's the only girl in the castle?
It's just silly.
But now,
By the way, the ESRB brought into existence because of
Mortal Kombat. Yep.
now
The blood in Mortal Kombat in the arcade.
Yes. And then the Super Nintendo had sweat. And the Sega
No,
had
the Super
blood.
Nintendo had green blood.
It was like stupid.
Yeah.
And the
And the
Sega
Sega had
version
the blood code. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I do remember the
Kombat
blood
2 came out,
code.
they're like,
Which
fuck
was
it.
really like a debug code, and you could turn blood on.
Now, so with this being said, does that mean now? Obviously, I would say we are, but we become desensitized to everything nowadays.
Absolutely.
I mean, blood and gore nowadays. The kids is like, oh, well, that's just that should instantly be in a game. Like in a shooting game, I should automatically see blood shooting out of a person if I shoot them.
I will say this: people say that they've been desensitized. Thanks again. People say that things like that have been desensitized, but this is a very morbid topic. But I have seen people get hurt that bad, not to the point where somebody's punching their vagina or whatever.
Oh, I did that last week.
I'm saying somebody losing a limb or something getting cut off. That's not the same, man. It's absolutely not the same. There's no way that a video game or any source of media can possibly prepare you for that. It is not possible. I can't stress that enough. Yes, to a certain extent, it maybe makes it a little bit more familiar to you, but there's no way that prepares you for seeing someone actually get hurt that bad.
Pastor Joe.
I'm just
What are
saying.
you talking about? Mortal Kombat has prepared me to take a sword to all of you.
I will admit, I actually ran over an old lady in GTA 5. I'm going to have to apologize to you for that.
GTA 5.
And he's actually considering doing it in real life now.
I guarantee it won't be the same experience. Absolutely not.
The cops do not give up if they get out of sight.
You will not get your money back.
Although they probably will shoot you immediately, like they do in GTA. You can run a stoplight.
Man, these cops are sharpshooters in this game.
Yeah.
The PC one,
They shoot you 3 times, you're dead.
those rednecks had snipers.
Oh my God.
Me and Joe had to do one of the missions, just the two of us, and we had to play through it 5 times the other night because they had no, it wasn't a heist, it was just a mission. But they had the redneck snipe shooters on the roof, and we were 5 miles down the road getting away with the stupid RV, and you'd just be you'd hear one shot go off, and you'd be
Wasted. Oh man.
That's right, you don't die, you just get wasted.
That's just my take on mature and ESRB and stuff like it. Yes, we need regulations just like every other media does. They do have regulations. There's certain things that you can't see in a movie, and for good reason. But
no, there's not.
But
you can see anything you want in a movie. You just gotta go to the right rating.
I guess the right rating. And I mean that should honestly at a certain point become with games where we should have an A rating. That is okay. We should have that. It should obviously be enforced.
Well, they have that in every other country.
Right.
Go to Japan.
We need to have a rating system that allows developers to make really game really gory, really button pushing games, but obviously make them not able to be sold.
But at the same time, and I guess you could say the same thing about movies. It's not going to keep them out of the kids' hands.
Right. Yes.
If kids want to get a hold of games or movies, they will get a hold of them one way or another.
Let's be honest. Parents are buying these for their kids, and there was a significant portion of the people that brought in, and I would be like, "Yo, this girl gets blasted in the ass in this game."
I don't know. I don't care.
And I go, "No, I don't worry about it." Now, real quick, tell me how little you cared towards the end of your tenure.
Oh, great. Yeah, I would literally just go people would say, "Oh, I'm getting this for I'm getting Grand Theft." I was like, "Yeah, there's sex, blood, gore, and violence, and you can get prostitutes. There's strippers and hookers and things." And you just see their
your son will be set. He will not bother you at all.
You can just see the expression "Oh," and then they turn and look at the kid "What the fuck are you doing right now?" And the kid's just "Fuck you, dude. I was trying to get this game." But
I love that.
That's the best expression, just crushing a kid's dream.
You have that choice. Are you going to be a bro and help the kid? Or are you going to be nah, dude?
At first, when I first started working there, it was more so of
protect my job.
Well, not even so much that. It was more so of I'm a salesman, so I'm selling this thing. That's what I'm trying to do is sell this thing. But as I was about to quit and I knew I was leaving,
Hey Billy, how do you sell stuff?
As I was about to leave, I was just more on the lines of, I really don't care, and these people need to know. So
there's a GTA movie coming out. Jeff, you see that on your screen?
Yeah, I saw that.
Joe, not Jeff. Jeff said it.
Jeff.
Coming out of it's about the guy who tried to get Rockstar shut down because of
really?
audio.
It's like a
Is it it's like a documentary, I guess.
Yeah, kind of like that Blackfin or whatever it was called.
That
Blackfish.
While people are completely free to do whatever they want with that is not the right context to take games like that. Because I can guarantee what that movie's going to be. There's going to be a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, well, video games are bad, and this is what they do."
It's free propaganda for GTA.
Yeah, it's just don't do
Now,
Sales is what it
now
is.
Savage brought up Manhunt, and I've talked about this game a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. That
Manhunt is my dad's #1 favorite game of all time. My father, who is not a gamer in the least, okay, he has played Manhunt more times than I can count. To this day,
That game is.
to this day,
Did your dad
he
play?
hasn't even.
Did your dad play it with a
I
headset?
did not expect this.
No. See,
Wait,
now,
wait.
to this
Billy,
day, he
Billy.
hasn't even played the game in like 5 years.
It's important. Did he play it with the headset on?
No.
He should, because if you play it with the headset, the voice of the director is in your head, and he like is like this creepy dude, and he's just like, walk forward, stab her, step on her head, rip her throat out. Like, he just gives you direction on how to brutally murder people.
Now, now with Manhunt, at the time when that game came out, I'm pretty sure it was banned in many European countries.
Yes, it was.
But
It was linked to a murder in Australia.
Postal as well.
see,
Postal, yeah.
Oh,
now,
God,
and
Postal.
that game
Who got the bonus mission at the
pushed
end
the
of Postal?
line for me, because you could suffocate a man with a bag, you could shank a man with a piece of glass.
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, he's probably back. I
Exercising?
have no idea what is going on.
My bad.
But that game pushed the line very far, and I'm pretty sure it was trying to get banned here in the U.S. and just didn't get through.
But like,
It
it was
trying to, because believe it or not, like games that kind of have that reputation
so.
sort of carry over into.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the whole reason why we bought the game, is because it had so much publicity on it about how, like, how over the line this game has gone, and we're like, well, we've got to get it now. We just have to know what's going on.
The other thing with the headset is if you breathe or make noises, the people around you hear those and they react to it. So, like, if you were, for whatever reason, just, like, ran out of breath for a second or taking a drink or talking to somebody and they got picked up by the mic, it would alert the guards around you
Jeff posted
in the game,
See that?
which was awesome. And speaking of Postal, anybody remember the bonus mission at the end of the original Postal?
Postal.
Where you get released into the playground at a kindergarten school with a flamethrower and you burn all of the children alive?
Why?
Why
I
haven't I
just
heard
saw
it?
Daniel Radcliffe playing a GTA. Like, he's so fucked up already that I can honestly see him playing the
Look at
movie.
those
League.
eyebrows though.
Those are impressive eyebrows. But what is this Postal game? Why haven't I heard of this Postal game?
It's old. It's old.
Postal's old. They remade it for PC.
Well, it was originally PC, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
They did a remaster, an HD remaster. But basically, what the gist of the game is, you're a mailman essentially, and you just lose your shit and you just go around killing people. Like that's.
I thought I would heard of this game, but now lighting children on fire with a flamethrower, I would have sworn I would have heard about this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But I did it.
Yeah.
It's a very, 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 very.
1998 and 97 at its best.
Oh my God, the '90s tried so hard. The commentary, pro wrestling, ECW, barbed wire matches and flaming tables, and it was just like as much blood as you can get.
ECW was amazing.
I fucking love ECW.
ECW
It was on
was
like
amazing.
two. It was like on a 2 a.m. on like.
ECW was the shit, man. that right there. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Terry Funk was in ECW at one point, and that man bled profusely in like every match, and it was amazing.
Well, that was when he was
Sabu. I want to say always did the whole jumping off of a chair or jump from really high places.
New Jack would do the balcony dives.
I mean, they would do shit that nobody had seen at this point, and then they would try to bring it over to WWF and everything, and it just wasn't as badass as ECW.
Right. Well, because it was like Shane McMahon doing it.
Yeah, like jumping off the I don't know what it's called, the big old
Titantron.
yeah, Titantron. He jumps off and he tries to land on Big Show or something. He moves and he just goes right through the deck.
Yeah, he lands on a mattress.
Oh, it was?
It was basically.
Yeah, but that still
We
got
didn't
to
send
suck.
you two out on a bro date.
I'm sure it's
Still got to suck.
I
Huh?
like this guy.
We need to go get a hotel room for you guys.
Follower of my life. Oh, by the way, if you're in the chat and you haven't bought the follow button, please do that. We really appreciate it. We just hit 200 the other day. We had some fun
really
with
excited
that.
about that. You guys are amazing.
And feel free to bring up any commentary or topics you want us to touch on.
Yeah, for future podcasts. We're
Or-
cutting it
or
pretty
for
close. We're pretty much 30 minutes over normal.
Nah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's all fun. Or we could take a 15-minute break and then jump on that GTA.
I'm thinking about that tonight. That would probably be a lot of fun. WWE.
Clear this up.
They're giving us shit in the chat.
Panda. That used to always piss me off when I'd see WWF and then I'd see
Panda?
Panda.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
WWF will always be Randy Savage. So.
brother.
Oh yeah.
See now,
Freak out.
to this day, whenever anybody asks me if I'm ready or if I hear that, all I hear in my head is "Bonesaw is ready."
So, this is very, very off topic from what we're talking about right now. But this dude reminded me of this game, and this game needs to be talked about. Fucking The Division.
Dude, every week, right at the end, somebody pops in and they're like, "By the way, have you guys talked about The Division yet?"
There's a division between us.
The Division?
The Division. All right, so
if Jeff's in the chat, he should probably listen now because he has the biggest Division boner.
This
on
game
Facebook.
is set up
Next to
to
mine.
be the most amazing third-person shooter I have ever seen. Period. Like, as long as Ubisoft
Big statement.
does not fuck this game up, we'll have probably one of the best third-person shooters we've seen.
What third-person shooters have we had besides Gears of War?
So-
I honestly can't think
I mean,
of
I'm
one.
not
SOCOM.
SOCOM. SOCOM. Was
SOCOM
really
is?
Lots
Yeah.
of competition.
But
SOCOM was amazing.
Okay,
There was tons of
2002
competition.
was great.
I'm gonna break
It
down
was.
this for
It brought
for people who maybe have
it
not
brought
heard
that
of it.
massive online freaking shooting game thing to the forefront.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
here's what the Division is bringing to the
Promoted me
table.
into my separately.
Yes.
We're talking about a game that
And the hard drive.
is massive multiplayer. It's not like a subscription-based MMO or anything like that, but it's massive multiplayer. You have teams that can work from different devices, not like in-game devices, like real-world devices. Like, say for instance, you're playing on your Xbox. I have my iPad. I have the Division app. I can have a drone in the game that's flying around supporting you while you're trying to take someone else's base. Like, I may be at work on break or whatever. You're like, hey man, I really want to take this base. Can you help me out? All right, cool. Pop on my app, and now I can kind of scope out the area for you. I can have like a little minigun on the top of my drone and kind of take some of these guys out, all
cool.
from the comfort of my chair at work.
Wow.
Like, the graphics in the game were pretty good, pretty good for that kind of game. I mean,
So it's kind of like an exploration, like an urban exploration,
Right.
post-apocalyptic.
Right.
But like
It's-
all these buildings you can
it's
go
not so
in.
much post-apocalyptic as it is post-war.
Post-war.
Yeah, like it's
sure.
it's just
not a zombies thing. But
yeah. There's
kinda
no
like,
zombies or anything
Well,
like that.
on a serious note,
Wreckage.
there was a very very prominent member of the CIA this week that came out and said that World War III is about 6 months away.
Okay.
What?
Well,
Apparently, 16 different U.S. intelligence agencies have
See,
confirmed
if you
this.
play
Wait,
the
wait,
Division,
what
you'll be
what
right.
month is
Is
this?
what I'm saying.
April.
Right.
April.
October.
October.
When 6 months? All right, Metal Gear 5's out by now. You can do whatever you want, World Economy. Don't give a fuck. Just let me play Metal Gear 5.
But I mean, yeah, you've got that. There's Rainbow Six. They showed that off of a bit. That's going to be pretty awesome.
Now, if they're including all of this, is it okay to sacrifice someone on the graphics? Because you said the graphics aren't exactly all that great.
The graphics are pretty phenomenal. If I can find a trailer, I'll pull it up here in a second. This is going nuts over there. I'm going to find the trailer here in a second. Let me pull it up.
Come on in. Come on in.
Take a seat.
There's a seat.
Just over there, sipping that cup.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to pull up the trailer. For
Pull up the trailer, please.
Because you kids.
We
I have actually not seen it, so-
got a mic
You
we
guys
can share
can
here.
We're sharing over here.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Sharing
leaning
is
into this
caring,
guy
Chris.
I've got my own mic. I'm cool. You know, you got Joe over there with two.
Pretty sure Chris drank all that tea in
this
one
one's
second.
not-
Two.
Welcome to the set, Dr. Christopher Rivera.
With some hot takes, blistering hot takes. My fingers hurt.
Fucking Overwatch shades.
Bring it up.
All right, I'm bringing it up here.
How are you doing today, Mr. Rivera?
Good, good.
All right.
Looks like it's pretty close.
Sure, like if we found a hijacked one. You hear me? Roll through the subway tunnel. I don't know.
Looks like it's pretty close. Alright, follow me. It's this way.
Yeah, those aren't bad.
Looks clear.
As long as they don't pull that match. Yeah,
I'm getting a reading over here.
Looks like an everyman type thing, except without them. Like, kind of like.
This must have been the last train out. Looks like everybody panicked. Okay. Where's Bronson? Send him another invite. This must be where they were talking about.
Whoa, wait for him to reload.
This guy's nuts! You're fine. Get up.
This is Ubisoft.
Clear out this far. Yeah, intersection's clear. There's some, like, construction site here on the left.
So I will head your way.
Sweet, see you in a sec. Good job.
Wasn't this game originally?
I'm getting shot at now. Yeah, so we're on the back. Alright, moving. Oh shit, hold on, I think we got one more. Watch out, on the left,
Yep. Oh, do you see the guy on the roof?
Yeah, oh there he is, okay.
He's no one doing it.
Wow.
He's supposed to be in our lead, yeah.
Mark him now. Shit. I can't get a shot.
Chris, can you mark him or something?
Hold on, I think I got him.
Yeah, got him. Okay, that's done. Let's check out the inside.
Alright, I need to hop out. I'll see you guys later though.
See you later. You guys coming?
Yeah, right behind you.
Oh, there's some cops locked up in here.
Okay.
Okay, now, so let me ask you. If I'm playing this by myself, is it going to put me on a group? Or am I literally just stuck by myself against all the guys?
Hey, I heard you guys. Look, I got 2 officers in these cells over here. Get them out, fucker, will you?
Some more cops in here.
Listen, the armory is out back. Take whatever you need. The code is SX-1023.
The code? Code for the armory.
It's good to be out of there.
Pretty badass so far.
Okay, I think that's everybody in this room.
Okay, I'm going for the armory. Should be back here.
Now, will it be...
That hallway's clear.
Will it be cross-platform?
What was that?
I don't know. Let's go. Oh, here it is.
Have a good working game that is fully cross-platform at any time, do you think? Because...
Alright.
Wait, Hearthstone.
Xbox Live is a walled garden. They don't want other consoles contaminated. That was actually part of the reason why Final Fantasy 14 isn't going to get an Xbox release when 11 did. Is because Microsoft threw up the wall and said, no, we're not playing cross-platform. You'll notice that some of the servers you can actually play, PS4 and PC will play together, and they did not want to be able to kind of mix up the community.
See, I don't see why not. Okay, and I guess I can see their point of view.
Sure.
But from my point of view, you know, not everybody I know has an Xbox One. There's like I don't have a PS4, so I would like to be able to play with other people from different platforms.
Right. They want to control the community basically. They want you to know like if they don't want you to be able to play it on PlayStation.
No, I do believe Mortal Kombat X is cross-platform.
Hey, 1 second.
No, I don't think so.
I think with the multiplayer fighting, I thought it was.
You can get this back.
Oh, I've been over here. Hi there.
There we go. Now we got audio. They were having an issue.
Because I mean, I know for a fact that the faction war thing is 100% completely cross-faction.
Let me.
The what?
Faction wars in Mortal Kombat X is
okay.
100% completely cross-platform. But I thought the fighting was as well. I thought you could pick up a fight with anybody on any platform.
On Division?
No, on MKX.
No, yeah, Mortal Kombat.
I'm looking it up right now.
Maybe.
For the online gameplay.
I know. I don't think so.
Because I thought it was using. I thought they were all crossing over onto NetherRealm's servers for it.
That'd be cool.
Because remember, it's all handled through WB's software.
That would not be cool, actually, because something I saw on the internet, and I know I'm really hard to hear, so I'm gonna try to get really close to this thing. But something I saw on the internet probably may make them kind of maybe either rework that. There's a dude who coded some scripting for his PC version of Mortal Kombat, so so that it would do everything for him essentially in response to like his opponent.
Cross-platform competitions, but no actual head-to-head gameplay. So like those faction wars where it's like everyone in the world, yes, but you can't, as a PlayStation player, play somebody on the Xbox or the PC.
I think you have to turn your mic a little more.
No, he's fine.
Words.
No, turn it to where.
Alright,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that.
Now you say cross-platform competition. Like, what does that mean?
So like he was talking about, like with the faction wars and the other things that are going on, like on a daily basis, like the community is all contributing to the same goals, but you cannot play somebody on your PS4 who's on an Xbox.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're like.
Think of like, remember how like Bungie would do like higher level like ranking bullshit on their website that wasn't on like Xbox 360? Yeah. Like even kind of before that, like there was more going on there. It's kind of like that.
My head's shut.
Correct.
There you go.
Hey, now you came over here for some piping hot takes, right? Like you came over here for a reason.
By the way, guys, we've missed a major release of this week. Halo Online got released on Monday.
But not in America.
In Russia only. But the beta was hacked and put in America.
It runs on a heavily modified version of Halo 3's engine.
Yes. And apparently it's phenomenal.
And it looks really fucking good, but Microsoft isn't bringing it over here.
It's Halo. It's basically Halo 3 online only. For
it's a
PC.
free to play.
It's free to play.
Yeah.
You can earn achievements, modify your player, up your guy. It's only in Russia right now in beta. There is already cracked versions of it that you can play here in America.
The map
David was playing on it.
The map that I saw was a Halo 2 map. That was a Halo 2 expansion map.
I need to get that. It's on PC.
It's on PC.
Right.
I need to get that.
And you're going head to head worldwide.
Right.
I need that in my life.
Now, in the comment about Halo, since you just mentioned it, the Master Chief Collection. Okay, was it
The Master Fail Collection?
Now,
about that.
I got this game shortly after it came out. Okay, and okay, and for the first 2 months, I couldn't do almost anything online on this game. You could barely join friends to play online. You could barely do anything. Now I know they've fixed it since, but I was so pissed off.
It took them 110 days
that I haven't touched it.
And this is why when people complain about
games being released too soon,
they should stop complaining, because that is what happens when a game comes out before it's ready.
Yeah.
Before it's tested.
And it's just like you're gonna.
But it was
have to
tested,
wait
wasn't it?
Because we don't want it
Did it
to
have
be
a beta
like
testing?
bad.
No. Yes.
There was no beta testing.
They had a beta for Halo 5 when you bought the game. Oh, we just touched feet. Sorry.
Who?
No, that's not gay.
Yeah, not at all.
No, not on GCUB.
They when
GCUB.
when they did the Halo 5 beta, you got that with the Master Chief Collection. But they didn't beta test the.
What's
Master
up,
Chief
Cleopatra?
Collection.
Now Halo 5, I played a little bit of the beta, and Halo
What's
5,
up?
Halo 5 from a lot of people
Dude,
I've heard
Halo 5 is
really
legit.
liked it.
Halo 5 is legit.
Because the game has increased.
It's not out yet.
My big thing
We've
is
had a chance to play it.
Oh, you guys played it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now my big thing is that I was a huge Halo fan. Okay,
VIPs over here.
and so when I got the Halo Master Chief Collection, it's so slow paced compared to Call of Duty, which I play a lot of.
Yeah.
But now Halo 5, you
There's
can
no
sprint.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
so now Halo 5 started to incorporate some Call of Duty things into it, which is what I like.
They did that in Reach.
See, but I didn't play Reach. I didn't bother even touching Reach.
Everything that I played from PAX of Halo 5 was just phenomenal. Like all the new things that they've added into the game, they're fresh new concepts that don't wreck the first-person shooter like aspect of the game. So
That's good because after 5 games, you got to be fresh. Keep people on their toes for sure.
Again, from what I hear about Halo Online, and it is always supposed to be for Russia because they're trying to introduce it to that market because I guess there's like literally no Halo in Russia.
Yeah.
But you can get the modded version. Apparently, it was released on Monday. The crack was launched Tuesday morning. By Tuesday night,
4chan had that up fucking immediately.
By Tuesday night, 343 had already fixed it, so the hack didn't work anymore. Yeah. And I think by Thursday they got it rehacked again.
Why not, dude? Just put it the fuck out. Like, why? We go back to that region lock conversation, but I probably don't want to open
I think
that.
they're trying to let the Russian audiences just really get their feet wet before they let everybody else in.
Jeff in chat is saying Halo or Call of Duty 4.
I liked Modern Warfare 2. I disagree.
I was gonna say that too.
Jeff, if you can
And
hear
Halo
the sound
3
of
was
my
amazing.
voice, I want you to post your actual in-game time in Call of Duty 4 in the chat. Now, I know this is on a little bit of a delay, but I'd like to see that pop up in the chat.
I would still say Modern Warfare 2 is probably the last good one.
See,
Same.
Hey, Jabber,
Thanks, Jabber.
50-50.
Thanks, man. Thanks for.
I did Alan voice. I'm sorry.
The what?
There are people calling my floppy sock, man.
Dude, I was playing Cards Against Humanity with some people, some other streamers the other day, a couple nights back.
Wait, how do you play Cards Against Humanity with
I will
streamers?
show you because it is awesome. We need to do it. It's like
Yeah,
this
you get all your cameras going on one stream.
No, there's an online thing that lets you do it. It's really awesome. And you have
Because
all
Cards
the
Against
different
Humanity is awesome.
sets.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
That was a fun night.
I decided to do some of the stuff in like video, the movie trailer announcer voice. It was really fun.
Wait, you mean not Joe Ross?
No Joe Ross.
Can we get some Joe Ross before we go
Can we
tonight?
get some Rick Ross
Next
in
couple
here?
seconds. Maybe some. No.
Maybe as an outro.
Oh.
As an outro.
Oh.
Give me some closing
Ross
thoughts,
fit.
Joe. What are you looking forward to this week?
I'm ready to play some more GTA. Next week, I need to talk about that. Next week, we are partnering up with some good friends of mine. They are Powder Keg Games. They're hosting a fighting game tournament on the 25th, which we'll be doing GCUB live from there. So you'll be able to meet some new faces. We're going to try to give out some stuff there.
Smash?
They have Smash. They have
All
Smash.
right.
We'll have more.
I'll win it
Kombat.
again.
Huh? You're gonna win it again? This guy, he beat me. I came in second because this.
31 days game time for Jeff, by the way.
31 days.
Yes.
But Powder Keg Games, I'm gonna post a link in the chat when we're all set here, just so you guys can give them a look.
Hello,
Honestly,
Alfie.
not that much.
What's going on, Alfie? They host a lot of local video game tournaments, not just fighting game. They do shooters. They've been doing Call of Duty, Halo tournaments for the past couple of years now. But they also are tied in with like actual martial arts, so they're going to be doing like a martial arts / fighting game tournament on next week. So we'll be there, so you can kind of see what.
This might get beat up for real.
Yeah, we can watch people get beat up for real. But yeah, am I one of the guys?
Joe, you're not a guy.
Well, I am a guy.
Joe is the guy.
I have helped them out in the past before GCUB was a thing. I kind of helped them in the early ages of their company, and I still help them out whenever I can. But yes, I am affiliated with them somewhat. But yeah, that
Wraps it up.
I saw a guy with a computer. Oh, Alfie. Maybe I probably met you at Atronicon. But yeah, if the guy with the silver laptop that was walking out, that was probably me. Yeah. I'm a computer receiver. But yeah, that's what we're doing up next week. Anybody else have any? I know a lot of you guys just showed up here, but
A lot of people just showed up.
Dude, why? Why do you guys do
You guys
this?
do this to us every week. We're going strong at 10
Every
o'clock.
Maybe
Saturday
we
at
should
10
start
o'clock.
doing it a little later then.
I'm okay with doing it a little bit later.
I told you, just keep it.
It's all about the nightlife,
That's
man.
why we've done 2 hours
That's
tonight.
why we've done 2 hours tonight is because of you guys. But
Just keep talking.
Bop the
Really
follow
start.
button, please.
yeah, I don't know about
please.
starting it later, but I think going longer.
Hit
We,
that
we are
follow
more than
button.
just a podcast. Bop that
Ryu
follow
Smash
button.
Brothers.
We play all week.
what?
Ryu and Smash Brothers.
Were you in Smash Brothers?
Okay.
Next time.
Get takeaways. What do you got?
For Ryu and Smash?
Ryu and Smash.
He's a better Mega Man.
Ryu is broken, and if they put him in Smash, he's gonna be super OP. Okay, next topic. No, I'm just kidding.
He'll probably have a Ken and a Kuma skin.
Ken and an Akuma skin.
Unless they put them in the games.
Nah, they'll be
It's all
completely
about-
different characters with the exact same moves.
It's all about Ryu and
They would
Smash.
have to get the okay from Capcom, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, they have a working relationship.
And then they'll put Solid Snake in the game. Then you have Solid Snake versus Ryu. The ultimate fight.
And just put Goku and Luffy in there too. There you go.
I don't know. I don't think Konami knows what it's doing these days.
Hey! I mean, it did come from a reliable source in the Smash community.
Right.
So did
John Cena.
Well, that's also why that guy didn't really want to come
really
forward
hope
at first
so.
when he found it because of the rainbow.
Really hope so.
Joe, they cannot hear you. Joe, they cannot hear you, man.
I know. Sorry.
Anybody else got anything for me?
As you tell them when they can't hear you.
Sick Pirate, thanks. Yeah, he's using subpar mic tonight. The failure he is.
We're trying. We've been trying to
That's why I keep
share.
my phone away from your foot.
I'll probably have another mic by the next podcast. This is a mic that we're really just been using for like when we do interviews, and we're trying to rig it up for this, and it didn't work out. But hey, it is what it is.
Well, this is the first time we've had the third seating here, so we kind of took the mic and threw it over here so that this mic here usually goes over there.
Bunch of dudes. Yeah, pickle party over here. It's all right. It's okay. Anybody else got anything for me?
Everybody should hit the follow button. Do it now.
Yes, please.
Tapped out. Follow button, please. Damn it. Your name pops up and it turns around and there's a star involved.
And it makes a nice
and we thank you.
It's not a star anymore.
Oh.
I replaced it with a eagle because, all right.
Eagle.
I was playing with some other people. It happened because of Cards Against Humanity. But one of the guys, the way he laughed sounded like an eagle screech. So what
kind of laugh is that?
If someone would follow, you will hear it.
Do it.
So I took the soundbite and I gave it to myself, and I'm still trying to get it out to the other streamers so that we can all have the same.
Follow so I can hear the eagle scream sound effect. Please, somebody follow, or unfollow and follow.
Hold on, let me unfollow and follow.
I gotta give a shout out real quick to my wife.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Got us over that 200 hump.
You guys got us over that 200 bump. Appreciate it.
I got a text and I have to say hi to my wife. She's watching this at home. Hi, baby. Love you. And Sophia, I love you too. My daughter.
wife ain't watching. She mad.
they're really crying over you not being able to be heard, Joe.
I know. I'm sorry.
He's apologizing, but they can't hear him apologizing.
I'm sorry.
To be truthful here, it's all
there.
Neil's
There
fault.
it is. It'll
I
happen
didn't
in a
say
second.
it.
I saw it.
It'll happen in a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, there it is.
fucking eagle.
Wait, you just not followed?
No, I unfollowed to follow.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Just like I donated the other day. I do everything.
Wow.
Oh look. Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah,
that's actually my wife right there.
Hey.
She must have just created an account.
Appreciate it. Awesome.
Welcome to the wife's club.
Yeah, hi baby.
Well, it is 11.
No, it can't end.
Sorry.
It's so much fun.
All right, let me help you guys out.
Lockdown HS is false. Hey!
It is 11:54, 11:55. We have other things we want to do. I don't know if we're going to be playing something on stream afterwards or if you're just going to go right to downloading Mewtwo. Joe's eyebrows are getting... All right. The consensus in the living room is that we might get Mewtwo.
Jeff Berg 92.
Jeff Berg 92.
There you go, Jeff.
We'll figure it out. Hey, we've had a lot of fun tonight. Every Saturday at 10 p.m. plus pretty much all week we're playing some fucking thing on the stream, be it Joe or somebody else. He's been playing Smite. He's been playing GTA. This War of Mine. Deus Ex.
Oh, okay. I pronounced it wrong. My bad.
Yes, it's
you didn't
every
say
Saturday.
it Deus Ex. So
Deus
you're
Ex.
okay.
I did say that.
Every Saturday
Deus
at 10
Ex.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, come find us 10 p.m. Eastern.
Sorry, Jeff.
We have fun all week. Help us out. No, Jeff, no. Well, I don't know what their plans are after this. I have to pee.
We passed the 11:05 dump. 11:05 dump.
That was all me. I remember that.
That was you that said it.
Who said I didn't take a dump?
Guys, we'll be around. We're around all week. Come play games with us. We're trying to organize some
I
community
think
play
we'll be
dates.
taking probably like a 30-minute break and getting back on some GTA, Joe.
Yeah. And if you motherfuckers think you can take
So we'll be
me
back in half an
GoldenEye-
hour with some GTA, guys.
All right, guys.